evening, everyone, and welcome to another exciting episode of Dirty 20.
Welcome.
Welcome. Right here at Proficiency Bonus, my name is Michael, your most humble and merciful Dungeon Master for this evening. We want to start off tonight's episode by thanking some of our supporters and sponsors. Why does it always laugh at me? Every time it always laughs at me.
Well, it's your fault for going live and not waiting the 3 minutes until it laughs at you.
We want to thank Twitch and Streamlabs OBS for allowing us to be affiliated with their cool programs where we get to go ahead and stream these crazy games, basically 7 days a week. We also want to thank our good friends at Little Dragon Corp and Cardboard Castle Games for supporting us and partnering with us. If you type in !Little Dragon or !CCG in our Twitch chat, you will get a quick link where you can click on it and go visit their web pages and storefronts. If you visit Little Dragon, make sure you use the coupon code PROBONUS to get 10% off of your order. So make sure you go there, visit them, buy their products, and tell them we sent you. Last we left off, our party was in an interesting situation where they were going to explore the desert a little bit and discover this magical snail that Anster Appleblossom was taking you guys to see out in the desert. A group of nomadic tribeswomen tried to capture Glimmer, but you guys came to the rescue and stopped these tribeswomen from being able to take Glimmer captive, and found out that a strange creature popped out of the leader of this tribe that looked like a little brain with legs.
Just great.
Brain dog, brain dog.
But we're going to jump into tonight's episode right after we roll our intro. Bless you. So stick with us. We will be right back in just a minute. We were all busy fixing our hair.
Yes. I don't know how to do hair, so I just kind of try. Oh, no wonder I can't see. Give me a moment.
Well, welcome back, guys. You guys are all standing here within this...
I'm sitting.
Obu is standing as Glimmer scoots away, leaving that trail of magical slime upon the ground, makes his way out. You guys coming out of this encounter, because we ended right at the end of this encounter last time.
Leveled up to 10, right?
I thought it was 15.
All right.
Definitely was.
Yeah. I was here.
That's the number I remember.
I don't remember that.
I'm pretty good at numbers. I can count.
Ooh, that's loud.
Very loud.
So what?
Manuel's getting Pulp Fiction feelings here.
So what would you guys like to do as you just come out of this encounter? There are charred bodies lying everywhere from fireballs and lightning bolts and all kinds of stuff that have been flying around the battlefield.
It's still nighttime, right?
It's still nighttime, yeah. So it's a clear sky, plenty of stars, and bright moonlight.
Okay.
Down upon the sands.
I guess we should...
I'm gonna check on Anster, make sure he's okay.
Yeah, Anster...
He's a good cousin I am.
He's a little startled, but you can see that you had used a healing spell and completely healed him back to full. So he's showing no evidence of any wounds whatsoever, even though one of those drakes did try to gnaw him to pieces a little bit.
It's just but a flesh wound.
I guess we should look for some clues. That little brain thing? good. I'm gonna look at the cavity of the guy's head, girl's head.
Sure.
No,
Sure.
that's
Go
lazy.
ahead and make a medicine check.
That's
Great. Let
morose.
me tell you how good that's gonna go.
I'm
I'll
just
roll
going to
this
start
one, 'cause-
collecting weapons while he's...
Okay. Okay.
I gotta check my stats.
I believe there were 5 of those women with that other lady.
It's gonna be like a 10.
I think there were 5. Yeah, there's 5 spears. Pretty crude looking spears. Go ahead and make an investigation check too while you're looking around, Cobbler.
Yeah, because this is...
10.
10.
Half.
There's a brain missing.
Yeah, there's a hole in the back of her head,
Okay.
and it's pretty much hollow inside.
Sure.
Gross.
So there's nothing there. You do see that that helmet that she was wearing, kind of laying over there to the side, looks like it has some kind of decorative elements kind of all around it, and these 2 massive horns that kind of stick out the side of it. If you remember right, her eyes were kind of like glowing red whenever she was looking at Copic and everything.
I'm gonna
during that encounter.
pick it up with the back of my staff and just like drop it in my bag
Okay, sure.
because that's gross.
Copic, you see her sword, that great sword that she was wielding, is still on the ground and it's still glowing blue. Like the blade is still just glowing blue as it's down there on the ground beside you.
I'm going to pick it up.
Is
Look
that
over
great
at Silas. Could he, if I remember correctly, Silas had asked if I had a great sword.
Yeah.
I was going to look at him and go, "Oh, you!" Throw it to him.
I'm gonna like get out of the way.
it sticks into the ground next to you, Braveheart style, you know?
Thanks for that. Hold out of the ground. Can I hold it good? Is it
Pretty heavy, but I mean, you can hold it.
Yeah, I'm holding it and I'm like,
That
Is
a
Silas
great
proficient
sword.
in martial weapons?
I'm pretty sure I'm not.
Okay.
That's not
But I will
good.
check.
You, I think the way the rules are written, you can still use it. It's just you won't be able to add your proficiency bonus to
Right.
anything that you do with it. So,
Yeah.
And that investigation check you asked for?
Yeah.
Was a 0.
0. Okay. Pretty much the obvious that you guys see laying around. Anything that Willow and Obu are doing specifically as you're just
check
looking
on
over the.
Anster. I'm kind of from around here, right?
Yeah.
So I want to check out these ladies and see if I recognize anything. You know, do they have any anything identifying that I notice or remember or?
Okay, since he rolled a 0, I'm gonna ask you to make an investigation check too. You do remember
Something.
nomadic women of this region.
Mm-hmm.
They called themselves the Scale Riders.
That's a 6.
A 6? Okay. Yes.
Yikes.
So you do believe that this is that, well, at least a group from that particular tribe. You knew the tribe is much bigger than this.
Mm-hmm.
So this was probably just a group that was sent out here to try to scoop up Glimmer.
But oh wait, no, I don't know this.
What were they called
Right.
again?
They're called the Scale Riders. They are an all-female tribe, except the leader is a male. There's one male in the tribe.
Skin.
And
Naruto's, man.
I'm not 100% not proficient in that.
you were
Just
always
check.
told to stay away from them.
Yeah.
Because
Hey
they're
guys,
pretty much hostile to any other tribe.
do you guys wonder if the other ladies that were like following the red-eyed lady, if they knew she had a brain creature in her brain?
You want to pop open another one and see?
I mean, I don't know how to look into their heads and know what they know.
No. Open their heads to see if they have a brain creature too.
I'd rather leave it in there.
Yeah.
I'd rather leave it in there. I'm gonna take a look at the brain though.
Okay.
The squished brain.
Sure.
So, what is touching me?
What,
Your own hair.
Oh, this is part of it. Okay, never mind. Sorry.
What-
During their conversation, Cop's going to scalp one of them. Take the top of the head off.
Okay.
Gross.
Was your sword? You just.
Just to see if another little
Like
four-legged
a-
thing comes out.
Oh my
There
God.
is a brain in there, but it doesn't have legs. You just
God.
kind of slice it in half as you take the top off a little bit. One swipe.
That's nasty. I wasn't.
Said, look.
It was for my didn't actually expect her to do it.
It's like when you take a knife to a bottle of beer.
Yeah.
Much better way to do it. That's what you did.
So you're checking out the brain
Especially for a twist.
critter. With not really, you don't really have to make a check. It appears closely related to a brain. You do see that it has different things about it that don't seem familiar to you. Like it's just strange coloration and stuff like that. Its legs are pretty stout. Has these little clawed
We killed it.
feet at the bottom. The snail squished it on its way out.
Nice.
As it was
Can I
trying
check
to
the
get away.
hole? Like, does it look like? Is the hole really small that it came out of, or is it like really big? Is the creature squishy?
Yeah, it seemed like the creature kind of squeezed his way out of there. Like it wasn't like didn't blast out or anything like that.
Gross.
Gross.
Nasty, huh?
Gross.
Yeah,
Gross. Okay, cool. Thank you.
you got it. Sure.
That's it.
That's it.
Yeah.
Okay. Silas, go and make an investigation check because when you were over
Somebody,
there,
please.
I'm gonna
Find
give
whatever.
everybody some opportunities here.
Can I make an investigation check?
Don't worry about it.
Did you guys all roll very poor on investigation checks?
Yeah, it's dark
Wait a
out
minute.
here.
Give me 2 seconds. I don't know what I'm investigating, but I'm investigating something.
4.
4. Okay.
Wow, so the highest we have so far
Hot
is
dang!
6.
11.
11.
Woo!
All right.
We hit double digits.
You
There
do
was some cool stuff out here.
scooping around. You do find 180 gold pieces. In
Oh,
I
there.
put
oops.
them in my wallet. No
Okay.
one else has any of them.
Something about the armor that heavily armored one was wearing.
Mhm.
There's, I mean, it's a lot nicer than any armor you've ever seen. It looks like kind of like it's paler in color. It looks like it's metal, but it's just there's something about it.
Can I do a Arcana check or a spend some time on it check?
You could spend, I mean, if you guys decide to take a short rest, you could spend an hour with it and you'll know exactly what it is.
Hello, everybody. Are you sleepy?
It is
Because I'm
nighttime.
pretty nappy right now. 30 minutes? Yeah? Yeah? Alright, I
Sure, we
spent
can
some
sit
time
around
with
in the
it.
middle of the murderous desert. I'll sit down with this greatsword and then.
Okay.
That is a great sword.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I don't even know if I'm going to use it.
I'm gonna spend some time with the thing now.
Okay.
I'm also gonna write that I have 180 gold.
I'm going to roll some head die because, oof.
Yeah.
With this time that you guys are kind of spending here, you would also find there is a potion bottle among the spoils of this area. The main woman who was wearing the helm pretty much had all this stuff, and there's a scroll tube in her possession as well. That's what you guys find off of her together.
Give me that scroll.
Lyda gave us money to help pay for everybody, for us to stay, right? I docked at the
Yes.
boat.
We figure that out.
Yeah, I think you guys figured that out before you left. Yeah.
Good to know.
So you guys gonna take a short rest here,
Yeah,
or are you gonna take a long rest?
short.
Okay, short. All right. So you guys have no problem, taking in a short rest. Silas, you discover that sword that you have is called a moon-touched greatsword.
Ooh.
Basically, it's considered a magic weapon, but it doesn't have any pluses to it. Like, it's not like a +1, +2 kind of thing.
Right.
It's a magical weapon, so it's considered magic. And anytime it is unsheathed at night, it glows basically like a torch of moonlight, blue moonlight.
A very heavy torch.
Yeah, very heavy torch that you can attack people with.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
that's what that item is.
Very cool.
The armor is actually mithril plate armor, which basically makes it plate without it being very heavy.
Isn't that what
So
I'm
it
wearing?
negates all the negatives about plate armor, like the disadvantage on stealth and stuff like that doesn't apply to this armor. And I'm pretty sure it's like an AC of 18 armor class base when you wear this armor.
Do you have to have proficiency in heavy armor or something?
Don't think you do because it's mithril. because it's not heavy.
So, I'm wearing
But we can check
mithril
on that,
scale mail because Obu has had some complications with her what's it called? Her druidness. So, does that mean that she could wear the mithril plate armor? Would it give her a disadvantage on anything?
Check to make sure. Like, are you? That's a good question, because mithril doesn't. Even if it is a heavy armor, so to speak, mithril is light.
Yes, so it's considered. Is it considered a light armor in that case? Or
Does
is
it?
No,
It's still considered heavy.
It's considered heavy armor, but it basically according to 5e, mithril is a light, flexible metal. If it normally imposes disadvantage on stealth or has a strength requirement, it voids those.
Y'all, I'm about to be.
But that's
you
the
still
only
have to
thing.
be. You still have to be proficient with heavy. Like you still have to check your proficiency. I think you still have to have proficiency in heavy armor.
Wait, light armor, medium armor, but it's considered heavy.
Plate is heavy.
Yeah.
Dang it!
So you could wear it, but you couldn't cast spells.
Nah. All right. So hey guys, do you want this really cool armor? It's like really chunky, but watch this. Whoa!
You're so strong.
I know, aren't I? I'm just amazing. It's metal, so I don't think you're gonna want it, but I'm still gonna offer it to you.
I'm good.
No, it makes a really
It's
nice
too big.
clang noise.
It's too big for me.
Yeah. Oh, okay. True. Fair. What about you?
I don't want that.
You don't like it?
I don't want that.
But it really matches your scales.
It doesn't help me at
It's
all.
really shiny.
It literally doesn't help me at all.
All right. Okay, last one. We're going. Hey, what you wearing?
He's wearing solid gold.
I'm wearing solid gold plate, but that won't give me disadvantage on stealth.
Yeah.
So you want to switch it over? You could sell your magical plate or your fancy gold armor, or you can
That's
just
a good
keep
point.
it for intimidation. Be like, I'm bougie
No,
than you.
Copper will take it from you.
Okay.
All right. So, Copy, you can add the mithril plate armor to your character sheet.
Dang it.
This will make it slightly less clangy when he's trying to stealth,
Oh,
ideally.
wow, that's gonna help. So, I'm just about to say, you guys almost had a way overpowered druid on your hands. Nothing was gonna touch me. It's fine. I just literally couldn't cast spells, so I'd just be standing there. Or turning into a
We'll let
creature.
you run in first every time.
Druid tank.
Druid
Woo!
tank.
Druid tank.
Fair point.
Wait,
All
would
right,
I
so
be
what
able
are
to
we-
wild shape in it? Is that considered a spell?
No,
I
it's an
think
ability.
I think it says magically transform. So I don't think it's not technically a spell, but the rules kind of get around in that area.
I wouldn't mess with it.
I'm here to pressure test, thank you.
So what are we doing, Willow? Where are we going?
Disadvantage on dexterity or has strength requirement ignores.
That's cool.
Are we?
Yeah,
Can
'cause
it-
normally you have to be able to have a certain number in your strength score to be able to even wear a plate.
It took us all night to get out here, right?
It's
Or
you
all day.
guys have traveled all day because you woke up early in the morning and basically just came out here.
Well, I wonder if we should go look for a place to sleep for the night that is covered in the desert.
Do we want to leave your mom?
It's
Kinda-
okay.
Yeah.
For now.
Okay.
No one.
I just don't want to leave her out there to ruffians that live so
She'll
close to
better.
the hut.
She'll be fine.
I don't even know where we're going. What are we doing? We found a snail. We
When
can go
we came
home.
out, do that. There's something else I'd like to go see on the way back.
Lead on.
All right.
In the middle of the night, I thought we were taking a break.
I mean, we came, we saw, we conquered. Literally.
Copic, you're still looking pretty rough, aren't you?
Oh, that's right.
No, I rolled
Some hit
most
dice.
of my hit dice, so I'm looking okay.
Okay, you're looking better now. Okay, for sure.
Oops.
Yeah, Copic did get beat up a little bit.
Yeah, I forgot.
I think Silas took some hits
Yeah,
too.
I used my hit die too. Only 3.
We're all good now.
Okay.
I don't know if I have any spells yet.
I want to take a glance at my necklace again.
Mhm.
Kind of see what it's doing. Still kind of
About the same as before.
About the
Yeah,
same. Okay. no
little.
change.
It's trying to flicker. You know.
I don't know where to go.
That's right.
Answer's over there. He's kind of got like one of the kind of like a broken piece of a stick, and he's kind of like poking at that little squishy brain a little bit. Just
That alone.
it's so weird looking.
I know, it's gross. Don't touch it.
You ever seen anything like it?
No.
There's one inside this one's head.
Stop.
Yeah, but this one's got legs. Look, and he like picks up one of the paws with a stick and then
Don't
drops it
touch
down
it.
on the ground.
Every brain has legs.
Really?
Why is it?
No, they don't.
Only halfling brains.
So do they like? That was the only one I've seen like jump out of somebody though.
It's cursed.
I'm just as freaked out about you. Or I'm just as freaked out as you. I'm just gonna say it. Just gonna admit it. And I'm gonna ignore it.
How did he even get in there?
I think it's the hole on the back of her head. Either he punched his way in, or he punched his way out. Maybe went in through the nose. Nobody knows. Yep.
Because
Does that
it's
mean
like
mine's
starts to
gonna
cover
come?
his nose.
I mean, mine's gonna punch its way out.
This one had legs. I don't think your brain has anything.
You crunched between every little part of your sentence, and it was hilarious.
I don't know.
As Obu is during their short rest is munching on some travel rations.
Oh, I-
It's great.
With my iron rations.
All right, Willow, lead on. I guess.
Well,
I say we
leave
guess,
the brain?
I guess you wanted to
Yeah.
go by the site. I mean,
Yeah. Probably.
nobody wants to I mean, we got a good ways to go before we get there. It's going to take several hours.
I'll go light a torch.
All right.
If we,
Hey, wait,
if
we
we
got
see-
your sword. Why don't you just... Wait, it's not night, right?
not
Wait,
holding
we
that
woke
thing
up
for
early in the
hours.
morning.
Forget that.
What if you just, like...
3 hours
left it
later, he's
partially
dragging it.
unsheathed on your back? Just, like, partially.
So we
You
should
hold
probably
it.
find somewhere to rest.
What, it's a greatsword?
Yeah.
That'd be a good idea. I mean,
You know,
Just
anywhere
because they
nearby
have it
that's
doesn't
a
mean I'm
little
going to
more
hold it for
safe.
hours.
You know
we
what?
just look
I
for
have
some
dark
places
vision.
where
I
they're
don't
hidden.
need it.
I've
So
got the
you know.
moon.
You've got the moon. You've got the moon, he says.
We're gonna find somewhere to rest for the night
Sure.
before we move on.
All right.
I just wanted a nightlight, but it's fine. I guess it's
I'll let you make the roll for Anster. He actually has advantage on survival checks in his favored terrain. So go ahead and make a check with advantage and add 5 to it. Mhm.
Is that massive net still on the ground?
It is.
18.
18.
Sounds-
That
oh,
was
okay. Still 18.
18. 18's good enough. You gonna grab the net?
I'm just gonna look at it as Willow is saying we should find somewhere to rest. Why don't we just pull the net up and make like a big hammock under the bridgey thing?
I don't particularly want to be suspended anywhere somewhere somebody can come beneath me and stab me. Sorry, guys.
You
still
do
eating the trail mix.
Copic's gonna bring the net with him. Just
Okay.
Frags.
Yeah, it's basically it'd be like 15 foot by 15 foot massive net.
big shrimp.
Yeah. I mean, you're gonna have to
Hey.
probably like try to roll it up the best you can. And throw it in
We
your
can
take
pack.
the
use
sword,
both.
basically cut the extra rope, like the ropes they had on the end of it, so it's just like a big square net.
Mhm, Sure.
And just, like you said, roll it up, sort of fold it in like you try to fold a rolled up towel.
Okay.
Probably doesn't look good.
You got it.
Your shoulders have to be massive.
Your backpack is
Oh,
just a huge hiker's backpack at this point. Jingle jangling all the way
Oh,
home.
most definitely. Answer does find a place. It's kind of an area where you guys remember the visual from last time with that kind of almost like cavern that was leading in there. He finds a spot where there's like this indent in the cavern. Seems to be well shielded from the elements and out of that area. So he kind of finds that part. Feels like it's going to be a good place to take a rest. And he starts to just kind of unpack his stuff. He's got a little bedroll that he just rolls out onto the ground right there, and starts to set up somewhat of a camp. He does kind of warn you guys that it can get cold at night. It's extremely hot during the day, and it gets pretty cold at night. So there's not much there is a little firewood that can be harvested around here, but there's little, so it's up to you guys if you would want to have a fire here, or if you would rather just go kind of.
I have a bedroll, and I'm going to sleep in it.
Okay.
I have my silks. I'll roll up in a ball.
Roll up in your silks. Okay.
Is there any sort of like plant life around here?
There's a lot of
I also have a bedroom.
kind of like thorny brush. tumbleweeds.
And I have 2 pillows of fine silk.
How? And this little area he brought us to, is it like stone wall or is it like earth?
It's stone, but if you hit it, it's kind of like what's that stone that breaks apart really easy? Like
Limestone?
like something that's really simple to break. Like it'll break apart.
What did you?
Pumice?
I said
Is
pumice.
it-
What'd you say?
Limestone?
Do I
Valid.
think that I'd be able to drive the metal point of a javelin into this?
Yes, you could.
So Kopic's going to go 15 feet out, 2 javelins into the ground, 15 feet apart, 2 javelins into the wall, take the net, sort of drape it over everything,
Mm-hmm.
and start going out and collecting little bits of brush and put it over the top to create like a little makeshift roof.
I'm already asleep.
Yeah. It takes him a little while to do
Yeah.
this because he's doing all this and then he's got to go harvest all these like things.
Not helping.
It probably
one bit.
probably takes him probably a good hour and a half to just set this up. So Silas, you're already snoring, and he's getting this stuff set up.
I'm gonna toss a pillow to Obu and then
Oh,
share
thank
one with
you.
Anster.
Okay.
2 pillows of fine silk, apparently.
Oh,
Stole from the snake.
from the snake guys, yeah. Yes. Yeah, it's just like, wow, this is comfy.
Yeah, it's nice.
I'm snoring.
Get a little fire
loudly.
going.
Are you gonna
Pure
start a fire?
opulence.
Yeah.
By the time I'm done, is everybody passed out?
They're all passed out. You're sitting by the fire all by yourself.
First watch.
Yeah.
Kopic's not comfortable, and no one said they were taking a walk, so Kopic's just going to stay up all night.
Stay up
He's
all
Or
night.
all
not
watches.
comfortable after all of that.
Well, no, it's comfortable there, not comfortable passing out without somebody saying that they were going to take over the next watch.
Yeah.
So he's just going to stay up for the night.
We're just kind of assuming.
Okay.
Wait, don't you just like
Only do
trance?
4.
It only takes 4 hours for me to fall asleep, or for me to be.
Yeah,
Completely.
Yeah, I
4
think.
hours.
I think
Yeah.
after 4 hours, you kind of
I'll just
wake
pop
up
up.
and you see Kopic with these massive
Bags.
bags under his eyes, and he's just
Laser
he's
on
rolled
the
himself.
sword.
He's looking out there into the distance with the what seems to be the best fire he could put together with all this like little thatch and dried wood that he could muster.
I just go up to him, I pat him on the shoulder, and I say, "Shh, best. It's okay." And then I just curl up in my silks and I just go like this.
You fall asleep sitting up by the
Sitting
fire.
up right on the sword. Boom.
He's not even sleeping on his hammock or whatever he's set together.
Oh, that was the roof to protect us all.
Oh!
He made like a
okay.
lean-to roof.
Yeah, from the rain.
From the elements.
really
So okay, so the question is, after 4 more hours, you two and Answer wake up. You guys wake up to see Kopic sleeping on his sword. Technically, he would need probably 4 more hours of rest, even though the sun is starting to come up and kind of create that orange glow across the horizon of the desert. Still kind of shaded in your area. You guys are kind of hidden from the wide open elements in this little rocky cavern. But
Get hot soon.
Why is he still asleep?
We forgot to set watch.
Oops.
So he stayed up for like 4 hours. Give or take.
That's not good.
Yeah, so I'd just let him sleep. You know?
What are we gonna do? Throw rocks while we wait on him?
What are we gonna do for our rocks?
No, throw rocks. Are we just gonna sit here and throw rocks until he wakes up?
I hope you don't mean at him.
No! For entertainment, for something to do for 2 hours.
I learned this
4
game
hours.
called Marbles. If we have some round rocks, I can show you how to play that.
it's marbles. That sounds fun.
Yeah. So you take these round rocks, and there's this rock in the middle, right? And it's super round. And you take these.
I'm gonna hand her.
I was
a
telling the story.
I know it's great.
It's
I'm gonna give you a little magic rock. Just a little bird over there. I'm taking. Bing! Try and hit the bird.
Jump in the river.
Yeah.
Go ahead and make it a dexterity.
Every fiber of my
attack
being.
later.
That's rude.
13 plus spell modifier.
Oh my
I
god.
want to yell and try to warn the bird.
This is 19.
Is it enchanted?
Yeah.
It has the
It
enchantment.
has damage on it.
Okay, go ahead and roll your damage.
Oops. 8 points of damage.
8 points of damage.
Yeah.
So Silas eyes up this bird. It's kind of like it's a desert buzzard. It's just kind of hanging out there. Like it's been watching you guys ever since like the early hours of the morning, like to see if you were gonna leave anything behind. And Silas just looks back at you for a moment, and you go. And then just feathers. Yes. And then the feathers just slowly kind of go down, and there's just a...
These things are nasty.
A perfectly formed chicken breast.
It's just laying there. Yes.
I want to take the pebble, and I want to aim towards some other creature out there. And as I'm aiming, I want to immediately turn and do it at him.
Ah.
Great.
You gonna flick the pebble
I'm going to flick the pebble at him.
Silas. Okay. Go ahead and make your roll.
What do I...
It would be your, if you're just throwing it, it'd just be your dexterity, I believe.
Dex would be... What's my dex? 7.
Are you proficient?
Am I proficient in marbles?
You get my spellcasting modifier, so you add +6 to it.
11.
11? I don't think 11's gonna hit.
11 plus dex? 13.
No.
It deflects off of his shell. You were like looking at where she was aiming originally, and you're sitting there looking. And you just turn around.
Okay, Crouch, go play your round, smooth marble rock game.
That bird didn't need that.
Eventually, Anster wakes Kopic up when it's approaching his time to wake up. You okay?
Yeah, good.
You were drooling a lot.
He does that.
Late. Start just pulling down the net, rolling it back up.
Getting all the thatch off of it.
And this takes like another 30 minutes. Right?
Just ripping it down, just pulling it down, just like you do with a blanket. Just shake it off once, roll it up.
Okay.
In the meantime, I want to grab the buzzard breast and begin cooking it on the little fire that he made.
Okay.
So,
Well, by now the fire's probably out.
is there still wood kind of like around it?
It's just like, you can probably take some of the stuff that he's getting off of the top thing and put it on there, but it's going to be...
flame.
I was about to say, why don't you just
produce flame.
I'm going to produce flame and just cook it like this.
flip it every once in a while?
Oh, yeah.
Want some buzzard?
No, actually.
You killed it.
I don't want it.
Waste not, want not.
I do not want. Not.
As a druid, you would know these birds probably don't taste very good because of their diet.
They also pee on their legs to keep cool. Fun fact.
Fun fact.
Things I could have gone my entire life without knowing.
Watch the History Channel or watch Animal Planet?
Yeah.
Animal Planet, yeah.
Nat Geo.
Nat Geo.
A guy got swallowed by a whale. Sorry.
Oh, yeah, I saw that, yeah.
Cape Cod,
I'm
Massachusetts.
very excited about
Cape
that.
Cod, Massachusetts, a lobster fisherman, yep.
I saw him at like his picture at the hospital and he went like this.
Yeah, we're playing D&D, sorry.
I thought when you said it, I was like, Jonah? I was like,
The Jonas Brothers, what?
no, Jonah's the whale. Right?
Answer.
Pinocchio.
As you guys are talking
Yes.
about whales and people being swallowed around his Answer kind of gestures for you all to come with him as he is going to start to lead you guys on the trek to find, to go to the burial site of the Apple Blossom family and basically all of the, basically your whole clan. So the way you guys made your way through this area, I do have a little bit of a map. You guys kind of went from Nolban out this direction, and now he's kind of leading you more south down towards the grasslands area as you guys head in that direction for a while. It does get extremely hot. Like, the heat is immense.
I'm not peeing on my legs.
If you ask him nicely, he might pee on them for you. I mean...
And basically, after about half a day's travel, any fresh water that you guys had in your water skins is pretty much running out as you guys are making this journey. So right around lunchtime, you guys trying to take your swigs of your water skins, and you're just getting a few drops coming out of them now.
Nope, because druids are always able to find sources of food and water.
Always?
I also have create or destroy water.
Oh, there you go.
Yep.
You give me 2 seconds.
We're good.
I think it's favorite terrain. I remember.
Well, create or destroy water is exactly what this whole that's what this spell's about.
Yeah.
I think you have advantage on like scavenging checks
Yeah.
or something like that, or is that rangers like that can always...
Survival, druids, I think, depending on which sub it is, have the ability, can always find it, but it takes some time to search it out.
Takes the
So
time, yeah.
it doesn't necessarily mean you go, oh, look, puddle. It's, I'm going this way, okay, well, I can find a
We
river.
found this natural spring!
Yeah, here we go.
I imagine Obu
Water.
putting her head up against the sand, go trying to get sand or water out of a puddle.
Additionally, I have good berries, so good berry. Does not help with food and water. No, never mind. Never mind. Don't look at me. I got
I'm
food
gonna
berries.
use my spell and create some water and refill everybody's. Can I find like a? I need open containers. It says I can make a.
I think
We have
Copper
that.
got-
Copper's going to
that,
pull open the empty cask that he had his wine
Perfect.
in and pull the top
I can
off.
make 10 gallons of clean water.
10 gallons.
10 gallons.
Very good.
And we have
So
Copper needs
with
mine.
the casting of a spell, you guys have fresh water. Plenty for Anster too, as he kind of puts that into his water skin. So
and fresh buzzard.
fresh buzzard. If anybody would like.
It's not fresh, it's old. It's from this morning.
It's from this morning.
Old.
That's not that bad.
So
Oh, then you eat it.
I have been this whole time.
So water definitely helps because you guys are sweating profusely. It is definitely over 100 degrees out here. And making your way farther along the course of... What is everybody's passive perceptions?
Well,
So
let me
high.
tell you.
That's really good, actually.
14.
Yeah,
No,
yours
yours
is
is stupid
ridiculous.
Yeah, I think you have
22.
22.
18.
18.
13.
13. 14. You two, the druids.
Hello.
Yeah.
Up ahead, it looks as if there is a body or something laying half buried in the sand as you crest this area. It's not exactly like a dune or anything, but it looks like the sand is kind of blown in a different area of rock. And as you kind of come up, just crest the slow ridge, see it just laying over there, probably about 50 feet ahead of you to the left, off the direction on the path where you're going.
I cast fairy fire.
Did you really cast Fairy Fire?
Wouldn't that would tell me if it's alive, right? Would it? Does fairy
No.
fire only happen?
No, it can be an object.
It can be an
It
object.
can be an object
Yeah.
too, yeah.
Well then,
Yeah, I wouldn't
I
tell you if
don't
it's alive or
cast
dead.
You cast Fairy Fire, Kopik's throwing a sword.
Yeah.
Because now there's a nice big glowing target there. And you go, hey, what's that? You're magicking.
I don't cast anything. I say, hey guys, did y'all see that, right?
Is that a body?
Is it alive? Hey, Comic, you
Well,
want to go poke it?
Okay. I was going to run up with, take one of his spears out and poke the body with it.
Okay, you poke it with the sharp end or the sharp end?
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, you poke it. Still just laying there.
Hey, flip it over.
Is it face down?
It is face down.
Grab by
And
the
it's
ankles.
half covered. It's half covered in sand. Like looks like it's been sitting there for a while.
Does it look like it's got like a shirt or something on it? Anything on the top that I can see?
It's wearing something, but it's awkward. You can't really get a good view of it unless you were to like brush sand off of it or.
Does it stink?
I'm gonna
Kopik's
use
going to go
Druidcraft
under the sand
to
and try
blow
to pull it
some
up like
wind.
Weekend at Birdie's and pick it up and puppet it.
Okay, never mind.
Never mind.
I was just gonna blow the sand off of it, but
So are you guys still kind of away from what Copic?
I'd say I'm
Sure
like,
am.
I would say all the
You're
time.
still.
How
As
long does it take for you to have to like? What's appropriate distance where you have to go? Hey, like 20 feet?
20.
I'm like 20 feet.
I'm
away.
exactly 30 feet away.
30
I'm
feet, exactly 30
20 feet
feet.
away.
I like that
Probably-
specific number that you
Yes.
chose.
Yes.
Obu has.
Because this
less
has an
fear
ability
over
that's
life.
40 feet
I'd
away.
be with Obu.
10 yards.
Approaching, but
approaching,
not.
but not. Okay, so
No.
Papa kind of digs in the sand. He pulls up, but it's like face down, so you're actually putting your hand on its face.
Oh,
And
that's great.
And it's strange because when you put your hand on its face, like its face doesn't, like it's not like grabbing like a human face. there's something else. Like, it almost feels like it has some kind of, like, tusks that come out of its mouth, like right here. And it's very strange whenever you go to grip it. It feels almost, and its flesh feels like hard, almost like crustacean-like, as you grab it. And
Sand
you pull it out, and then you see it has like a couple little antennas. And you look at it, and it has these two massive, like, bug-looking eyes.
Put it back.
It's
I'm gonna turn it to face them and start having the head move around so it's facing out towards them and just.
Okay.
It's a bug
Okay.
flyman with tusks?
It kind of looks like this.
Yeah, put it back.
Gross.
So you guys can take a look at that. It's yellowish in flesh.
It's a grasshopper. It's gonna lay eggs.
Kill it.
It already laid eggs in my brain. That's how
But
the brain gets feet. It lays eggs in your head and it turns your brain into a.
Stop touching it.
Copic, as you're holding it, it's breathing, like it's still alive.
It's like
but
a
it
cicada.
looks like it's beat to the point where he's on the brink of death
Do we?
and is unconscious.
I feed him a good berry.
Don't do that.
Yeah, let's help him.
From 30 feet away?
I throw the good berry with such precision.
It's Comic Goodberry splatters on the creature's head next to you as you are holding it up while they're, I guess, standing a little bit of a distance away.
Yeah, I do not have any healing potions.
Are you
So
okay?
Copper should take his water skin,
Okay.
just sort of tilt the head back and just start pouring water.
Okay. Eventually you start
Oh.
to hear kind of like a guttural cough as some water just out of this creature's face, and it's almost like it doesn't have any eyelids or anything, like the way that their insect-like eyes are. But from what you can tell, it sort of moves a little bit slightly and then looks towards you, and you can see a little bit of glimmer of life in the eyes, but then it just kind of passes back out,
I'll
Alright,
walk up
even
and
with,
use
even with the water.
Cure
Cure
wounds.
wounds.
How do you use
Okay.
Thunderbolt? I'm just kidding.
Let's see here.
Also, can I, let me see.
Should I do it level 1 or level 2?
I do level 1 for now. We don't know if he's
Yeah.
friend or
He might be
foe.
mean. We could just knock him back out.
Could I, okay, I have a healer's kit. That'll he's already stabilized, right? Is he stabilized because of the good berry?
You don't know.
I want to stabilize him.
The good berry hit him in the head. It didn't really do
Oh,
any
well,
sustenance to him.
Well, now he has
I think
a
you have to
cute little-
consume the good berry, not get splattered on the side of your face
I
from
just-
20
I
feet
feel
away.
That will be 7 points of healing.
7 points of healing. All right. Okay.
I hope his name is Dan.
So
His name is Elweeby.
with that, the creature actually sits up slowly next to
You can look over his
Copic
face.
and
Copic is still holding the back of his head.
okay. He doesn't seem to try to resist just being there in your grasp. He just kind of sits up and he's slouching a little bit. Obviously, still some wounds showing, but it's kind of just regathering itself and looking all up at all of you with its very shiny dome-like eyes.
Can I go through each of the languages I know to see if he knows any of them? Starting with common, of course.
Sure. And you're just speaking those languages at him, just trying to say hello.
Yeah. Hey, are you okay? Do you need us to brush off your eyes? 'Cause you can't blink. And flies normally go like this.
That's right.
So,
He looks at you, tilts his head to the side, and just starts making a noise that sounds like a bunch of clicks. Like,
I speak that. Just kidding. It's not
We all
primordial or
speak
Auckland,
that.
I'm
It's
sure.
can I wave at him?
you have no idea. No, I don't think any of you have any clue what this creature is trying to tell you.
This would be a great time.
Can
to
I
have
do like
comprehensive
some
languages.
approximation of sign language? Like, this is water. Like, hey. I don't know. Can I just try my hardest with him?
He waves.
How do you communicate?
Two of his four arms come up and both wave on this side.
Okay, I bring up the buzzard and I go,
He knows.
And then I bring up some water and I go,
2 arms come out, grab it, starts to drink.
okay.
You can give him that water skin. I'll get you a new one.
Yeah, thank you. He's gonna keep it.
And looks kind of around and finds a small kind of stick on the ground. And he starts to draw on the sand.
Okay.
There
Next to
we
you.
go.
Okay. I get another
And-
stick and I'm ready to draw as well.
And what looks to be a really broken common, it doesn't appear like this individual has a lot of knowledge in language, but you can see tries to write out, actually draws a very elementary version of himself.
Mhm.
Imagine like an elementary school kid drawing a picture of this creature, of that, and you'll get like almost like a stick figure with
With
4
antenna.
arms and antennas on the top. Basically,
I
he
give him
draws
thumbs up
himself
as
in the
he's going.
sand and introduces himself as Golnik.
G-O-L-N-I-K.
Very broken common. Like it looks like he's struggling to even get. Of course, names is probably one thing he'll be able to do, his own name,
Mhm.
but other than that, it's probably going to be very difficult for him to like write anything out other than that.
I write my name out. I'm Obu.
Okay.
Obu. Yeah. What's your name again? You want to be Willow still? Are you going by your other name?
Very
Should we be
confusing
secretive about it?
question. I don't know yet.
I'm gonna call you Willow.
That's
Maybe-
fine.
Maybe I'll call you W.
W.
Hey,
Dubs.
Will.
This is Will.
W.
Then Willow. And then I skip over him because I don't know if he wants to be identified or perceived.
Turtle.
Tortellini. And then Kopik.
He
Answer.
kind of looks and gestures towards all of you, and then takes kind of all 4 arms like this in front of him, and just kind of bows to each one of you.
I do
Just
that with my 2
lower-
arms.
Yeah.
Lowers his posture as a gesture of thanks, as he was basically left for dead out here in the middle of the desert.
Can I draw like a bunch of his? Oh wait, he doesn't. Does he understand me speaking it, or does he only? Can he only read it?
You're not sure.
I want to draw a lot of pictures of him,
Yeah.
and I want to point to him and be like, are there more of you?
He looks at you, and you see him start to nod in understanding,
Mhm.
seeing this, and he circles himself in the middle.
Mm-hmm.
He circles himself, and then he starts to point to each of the other ones, and he slouches a little bit like this. And then he starts drawing weapons in the hands of the other ones around him,
Mm-hmm.
and then points to himself in the middle again, and then draws himself horizontally.
Oh, they beat him up, y'all. They beat him up and left him. I want to point somewhere and be like, over there? Where? There? Where'd they come from?
He kind of looks confused for a moment, looking at all of you, and then begins to draw in the sand again. He draws what looks to be almost like childish waves, like this. It almost looks like water when you look at it, but you're like, it's the desert.
Sand dunes.
Yeah, it might be like some kind of like really severe sand dunes or something like that. And then in the bottom of one of them, he starts to draw what look to be these really crude-looking trees. They look like they don't have any leaves on them, like they're really kind of just... And then at the bottom of that one, he just kind of points to that. And you would know this place. It's called the...
Red Rocks.
it's known as the Tumble... No, not the... Yeah. Oh, no. That would be a different thing. He actually draws 2 different things. He
Okay.
draws that as one, which you would recognize as the Tumble Shade.
Okay.
But he also shows you another thing. He draws what looks to be almost crystal-like stones sticking out of a ground. And then he draws lines of like wind blowing by, and then points to the side of his face, side of his head. And then points to all his friends over there, and then back to that stone, like...
When he does the wind in his head, I want to go... Okay. He says that there's really high winds there, and it makes a noise. Do you know anywhere around here like that?
Do I know anywhere around here like that?
You do. You've never seen it, but there's a place called the Howling Stones.
I want to go like this. Like, were you beat up at the Howling Stones, or beat up at Tumbleshade and pointed his picture?
Right here.
Oh, he's beat up right here.
He kind of points down, or points back to where he was laying.
Can I go? You sleep at Tumbleshade?
He looks at you and says,
They don't sleep.
You don't sleep at all.
Oh.
Copper's going to take his spear, and this is going to make his drawing look advanced, probably. He's going to do that same crude drawing of the sky.
mm-hmm.
And then do basically stick figures of the four of us, like around him.
Uh-huh.
And then arrows from the four of us pointing towards the group of them that Obu drew. And then look over at him and go,
I like this. You guys side by side doing this Obu's face. I love it. He kind of looks... It's hard to get, like... Because he doesn't have the same kind of facial features as a normal humanoid creature. So it's hard to, like, justify exactly how he feels about this. But his posture is very slouched. It seems like there is maybe a hint of a desire for things, for some type of revenge or something like that, but also this hesitancy of, you know, these were my people kind of deal, you know. But he starts to draw again, and he starts to draw a series of pictures where the next picture is the one that really sticks out in all of your minds, as he draws what looks to be a crude symbol of a massive dragon with a horn upon its head. And he draws it above where you drew the rest of the tribe. And then he brushes out some of the sand, and he starts to make all of his tribesmen look like they're on one knee.
Oh.
They worship the dragon. That's not.
And then he points to himself and goes,
Good for you.
Strong.
you would know about these guys
Mm-hmm.
a little bit. You've never seen them, but there is a tribe, a nomadic tribe of these, what are called Thrykeen, and they are very prideful. They don't like to work with anybody else. They like to keep them themselves.
Mm-hmm.
They're very, like, they keep to their traditions.
Mm-hmm.
You were told to stay away from them because it's not that they are evil, but it's they don't trust anyone else that isn't one of their kind.
Sounds like my kind of people.
Can I point at him and basically pantomime to him, was he beat up for not worshipping the dragon?
He adamantly starts just... And is like, looks, he takes that stick back up and starts crossing out the dragon like 4 or 5 different times.
Can I be like, dragon mean? Can I point at some colors and try to figure out what color the dragon is?
Oh no, I'm sure I have something blue.
Okay,
I'll
you
point something at the dragon. I'm sure I have something blue. Someone does, right?
Yeah, I got
Scarf
something.
lady?
You
Oh,
have
I've
so many
scarves.
scarves. I'm gonna pull one of. Yeah.
Dragon. This color?
Yeah, he immediately grabs the blue one and starts waving it.
Oh.
I'm gonna try to tell him kind of our story.
Okay.
So I'm gonna point at myself and Anster,
Mm-hmm.
and draw 2 short, tiny little stick people,
Okay.
and then draw a bunch of them,
I like this so much.
Circle them all together.
While they're all drawing, I drew a picture of my boat.
That is the best. Okay,
Yes,
okay.
that is great.
Where's the inspiration token? Because that is exactly what Silas would do.
That
It
is
is,
great.
100%.
So bored.
I'm gonna draw a picture of the
Here.
dragon.
Here's your inspiration token.
Thanks for
There you go.
Yes.
Oh, you've won the Germex.
Oh.
And then I'm
I'm
gonna
gonna use something.
point down at all the little halflings and just take Sam, just wipe them all out, except the 2.
You can see he looks at you. Like, you can't see, obviously, his facial expression never changes. It's always the same, but you can feel he takes one of his arms and puts it on your shoulder and looks at you, just gives you a little nod. And
I like this guy so much.
I do too.
I just want him to know. I
amazing.
want Obu to be vibrating with just happiness at finding like a new friend or something, or just something weird and new. Just
but then he gestures back towards you and looks back down at the area, and he starts to kind of reform that dragon shape after his hatred going through and crossing it out. Takes those arrows that you drew, rolls them over, and then redirects the arrows past his tribe and points directly to the dragon.
I was gonna go into his chest bag, pull out 2 spears, and hold them out to him.
He
has
takes his hands and he doesn't have anything
okay,
on him.
gotcha.
Yeah, he takes the 2. That's just the mini. I can't take it
Oh.
off the mini.
Come on, glue it back on, it's
Just have
fine.
on super glue. He basically puts all 4 of his arms together, kind of bows back down to you, and then reaches out for them if you're handing them.
Yep.
and roll on his.
Back off.
And
then
it stabs
run
you. No, he takes them gladly, and he starts to sketch with. He actually takes one of those spears and starts to sketch. And when the one picture that he drew with him laying sideways, he takes and draws another couple of his tribesmen next to him and puts like a bunch of weapons in their hands, almost as if like they took my stuff.
Yeah.
Can I offer him some clothes just to see if he wears those?
It looks as if they don't really. What has he got on him on his mini? Does he got on something?
on his shoulder pads and like a
He has like a
loincloth.
loincloth.
Yeah, probably just like a kind of like a leather loincloth type thing is all they probably.
I give him a silk and I tie it in the form of a loincloth and I say, oh,
Okay, he puts like his hand on your shoulder and gestures thanks with his 4 arms together and then bows.
I go like this, but then I also go like this.
He
Capuchino
sees that and does it again.
Capuchino gesture and like pull out his extra halberd and just
Oh, thank you for the subscription. We appreciate
Yeah!
that.
who are you, strange benefactor?
To shine.
Hey,
To shine 03. Stan, thank you.
Hey, Stan.
We appreciate you, Stan.
Thanks, Steve.
Oh, that technically grants you guys a bonus die.
We do that still?
Yeah, we still
we
do
haven't
that.
had those in a while.
So yeah, I'll put anybody got an extra one they can put out so we remember you guys have a bonus
Yeah,
die
I'll
for
stick
advantage
one
on a
here.
roll.
Oh, there you go.
There you go. That's the bonus
When
die.
you use it, you gotta roll that thing.
That's right.
Try and get it to land on this side because all the high numbers are on the top.
Yeah.
There they are. 7, 16, 20.
Spinner.
Yeah, just.
So,
So I'm gonna. No, I don't care.
I'm trying to figure out. Yeah.
You don't.
Yeah, basically, Capuchino hold out I've got an extra halberd, an extra maul. See if he has interest in anything beyond the spears.
I have an extra bow. Does he use the bow?
Does he? He looks. He does look at the bow and he does look at the halberd.
Hand him over a halberd.
Okay. Sure, he'll take that too.
I shrug. And I go, fine.
Well, he'll take the bow too.
How many hands can...
He has lots
He's
of
got
hands.
4 of
Alright,
them.
and then I give him... I mean, yeah, but like, I don't carry 2 swords.
Why not?
I start carrying 2 swords.
Okay.
This is now out of spite.
I think Papa was rubbing off on you.
Capuch is going to gesture to his backpack and the just bundle of 37 javelins. Sorry, 33. I probably didn't pull those other 4 out as I was getting ready to start to leave.
I take the bow, the extra bow, and I look at it, and I put it back, and then I grab a bow off of his back and give it to him.
No.
Oh, there went my short bow.
Is that the only one you have?
No, I have a longbow
Okay,
too.
that's like a short bow. And I threw some arrows in there. I guess he has some. I don't know.
Yeah,
kinda-
How many are you pulling out of my
I
bundle
don't
of
even
71
know.
arrows?
I take 10.
10, okay. Give him 10 arrows, okay. He gestures thanks once again with his arms and kind of gathers up all this equipment that you guys have given him.
Oh my
I want
God.
to pantomime to him. Hey, would you mind going on a little bit of a detour with us to the graves before we head in any direction to try to...
That would be impressive pantomime.
Okay,
Yeah,
I
you
got
gotta-
this.
you
I
gotta
got this,
sketch
guys.
it in the
That's
sand
the
or
thing.
something.
Okay, I want to draw a picture of us.
Mm-hmm.
Then I want to draw him. I want to go walking to her, and I draw the little people, and I go wash them out, and then I draw little headstones.
Okay. Yeah. That seems to resonate. Yeah. He takes the picture
knows
of
what
all of
headstones
all of you together, and he just takes a spear and he circles it all together, and then just kind of stands there and waits for somebody to start leading him.
I want to give
Yeah.
him a high five, but not like a high five. I want to be like, and then a hand hug and be like,
You go like that to him, like that, and he slowly takes a hand and he just, instead of like smacking it, like he just rests it on your hand like
and
this.
then I do a hand hug. Come on, let's go. And I'm ready. And then I start heading off in the first direction I think it is. Yeah, I'm gonna roll survival.
Hey, friends, Amster's still here, and I don't think he wants to go fight a dragon. Amster, do you want to go fight a dragon?
Not particularly,
Yeah,
but I know exactly where we're going, so
I got a little ahead of myself
if
there.
you want to take the lead, Obu, go right on ahead.
I don't.
Okay. so
I
he
don't know where I'm going.
He kind of re-shoulders his adventurer's pack and starts leading the way through the
Oh,
desert.
boy.
Let's be honest. Yeah.
Here we go.
So now you guys have this Golnik traveling with you.
Go, Nick.
I'm
So we
still
just
holding.
agreed to go murder a blue dragon with.
I'm still holding hands
His
with
new
him.
name is Goldie.
We're
so-
still holding
Goldie?
hands.
Yeah.
We're best friends now.
Holding hands.
Yeah, we're skipping.
Anster does kind of talk to you a little bit, Willow, as you guys are a little bit ahead of the rest of the group, and says, "That's the first time I've seen one up close like that. I mean, I've heard about him and I heard stories, but
Never thought I'd see one.
this one's kind of friendly.
He's really nice.
Obu seems to like him a lot."
Obu likes everybody. Except Silas.
Yeah, I was about to say, I was like, wait a minute. It's like,
Yep.
And this don't mention this old man that like sold her this weird pack. It's a long story.
I throw my head over my shoulder and I'm like, something feels off.
Your ear starts to whistle. Somebody's talking about me.
Copic standing over to the side.
I go like this.
So, just to, for the sake of brevity here, you guys basically travel till the sun is beginning to set. And Anster says, and you guys notice that the ground is starting to change.
Mm-hmm.
It looks like you're kind of on the border of where the desert would be in the grasslands. Kind of there's patches of this thick grass. And you make your way into an opening after a little kind of ridge, which you guys kind of crest over. And there you can see there are several mounds that are set about in different places. The dramatic music plays at the perfect moment. And Anster kind of stops at that crest and looks at you.
Mm-hmm.
You ready?
Ready as I'll ever be.
Right. It's right down this way.
I pantomime to him a sad face.
You pantomime a sad face.
I go,
He puts an arm on your shoulder.
So sincere.
I want to take complete responsibility on being his translator. Even though he most definitely does not need me for as much as what I try to do.
So you guys kind of make your way down this sloping area, and Willow, that's when flashes of those memories.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you actually walk by an area that you remember running. You remember where it was in the thoughts that were going through your mind at the time. You remember the screams and the cries of your fellow tribesmen during this moment. You remember the sound of the flapping massive wings of Raven, the sand goddess, from this place. And once you guys get into that area, Answer kind of just points over off into a direction where you can see there is a mound in center and a few others beside, and behind that there's a larger mound. And he kind of gestures over to that area. That's where your father is.
I'm gonna walk over to that mound and just collapse. Just to the knees, just sit.
Answer kind of goes off to the left, and you see him go over there to another group of mounds, and he kind of just stands there staring down at a few of those mounds as the rest of you are kind of just standing in the middle of all this. What do you guys do?
Yeah, I'm like really far away. Like outside of all of that.
The least empathetic person I've
ever
met.
Like, you know, in those movie scenes where there's the funeral going on, and then there's that one person that's way out underneath the tree somewhere
just
else.
watching from afar.
Yeah.
Got it.
Can I get out the harp that I have and try to do a baby without me?
Please don't.
Sure.
In solidarity.
I'm just gonna say I don't notice it.
A harp? Okay, you can pull out a harp.
And I try to play the guitar on the harp.
Okay.
That's it.
Make a performance check.
Okay, wait, performance. 16!
Not bad.
Alright!
It's definitely different than learning how to play the guitar, but you kind of you find some melodies that fit the mood a little bit of this moment, and yeah, Obu kind of plops down there in the middle and begins playing the harp, and you can hear the sounds of the harp coming from behind you.
I roll my eyes so hard that they strain.
You take 1 point of bludgeoning damage. No, I'm just teasing.
I want to look at Glimmer and see if he
Can I
knows
tell
how
if
to
this
play.
is bothering Willow?
What vibe are you giving off to the rest of the group? Are you trying to hide any feelings from them, or are you just no?
I think I've kind of just I am completely zoned out of them, not paying attention to what they're doing at all, just
focusing on the
tunnel vision.
And you can definitely tell, like, this is your father, and then there's some of your brothers and sisters
Around,
lying there around. And then the larger mound is probably the dragon friend that your father rode upon his back. They're probably buried into that larger mound there. Obviously, they didn't really mark them with anything other than, crude stones and things that they had around. That's what all those.
And you said the sun was starting to set.
Sun is starting to set, so it's basically took you all day, like running into him and then making your way the grasslands here. So,
Kopic's gonna back away from the burial area, not towards Silas, as he seems to want to be on his own. Basically, going opposite direction from him to get out of the burial area, and is gonna start basically doing the same thing he did before, set up this sort of little lean-to, got a small camp starting to get set up.
Okay, there is some light foliage around, like there are some trees and stuff starting to poke up in these areas. You're kind of at the point between, like, the grasslands, the forest, and the desert, like where it all comes together. It's patchy in different areas, but you can still see that all three of these landscapes are kind of converging at this point. So,
Can I find anywhere that's got a couple of decent-sized trees near each other?
absolutely, yeah. Sure.
Kopic's going to set up a little camp and, again, take his net. Same thing, a couple of javelins into the trees this time to make a hammock.
There you go. Perfect. Yeah, you can do that.
Then just, after everything's set up, there's a small fire going, and then just lay in the hammock.
After a little bit of time, Answer comes back to you, Willow, and kneels down next to you. He looks at you and says, I can still hear their voices sometimes.
I can too. Now. It's all coming back.
I can still smell Mom's stew sometimes.
She had the rest too.
Hmm. What's the last thing you remember?
I remember talking to him. I found him after he fell. After they both fell, I found them both, and he gave me this. Pull out the stone because I think he's already seen it, right? I don't know if I've ever pointed it out to him.
You ever pointed it out to him? He would know
he knows
what it is. He looks at it. It's trying to glow.
I know.
I can see he kind of sheds a tear, looking around at everything. I've honestly tried to avoid this place for a little while. It's a hard memory.
It is. Throw my arm around him.
She's pretty good at the harp.
I'm actually impressed.
A few more rounds. I'll have proficiency. I'll watch.
Copic, as you're making this, you catch a little bit of movement on the corner of your eye above you. It's almost like a little silhouetted shadow. Seems to just in and out very quickly. And you look up and you can see like the sun is currently setting and this shadow just kind of quickly moved by it. Silas, that's when you catch what sounds like flapping sounds.
Heavy flapping or?
Pretty heavy.
Okay.
Record scratch. Harp stops.
So, the harp stops, and as the harp stops, you hear the sound coming directly in your direction. Answer kind of looks over his shoulder, and that's when you see this massive owl.
Yes!
Flapping in and lands
Sweet.
behind you, behind like where the mounds are, and just sits there, and you can see it kind of like, kind of break, almost, do the owls like tilting their neck, and then like flutters its wings just a few times to the side, and then just stands there, kind of just staring at you at attention.
I'm just gonna run over and throw my arms around him.
And
were we ever told that she rides a giant owl?
I think I told her, not you guys.
I start clapping.
I didn't tell you guys anything.
Copic sees a giant creature flying at her.
I am hugging it.
yeah, Willow, as soon as it landed, Willow ran up and like, as you're getting your javelin out, Willow just runs up and just throws her arms around it, and you definitely know that this is Rowan. This is you just have that bond with your animal companion. And here's the character sheet for Rowan.
Willow, throw something at you. She's trying to suplex it. It's too weak. You can't suplex it. Kill it. Kill it with fire.
I don't know what soup-plexing is.
Soup-plexing.
I don't know what soup-plexing is.
Soup.
And it just it from the past, like, it has a general understanding when you communicate with him, but he can't. There's no really way he can communicate back to you.
It's now.
It's now.
Unless I do like speak with animals or.
Speak with animals might work.
Yeah. Probably go to bed. I might do that.
Wait, that's a pigeon.
Good pigeon.
Wait, I got this.
I'm gonna cast Speak with Animals.
Speak with animals.
Good
I'm
owls.
gonna do it.
What?
All right.
So my 1-year-old makes good owl
It's
sounds.
already 1 year old.
He's like, a year and a half. We've been playing D&D for a while, actually.
Do you not remember you turned 40 this year?
It's 2024.
Michael turned 63.
Damn.
Oh, guys.
You're all Dungeon Master.
Please roll initiative.
You're elderly and merciful.
Bingo, that's mine.
Copic, it's your
Roll
turn.
for initiative. Oh, my arthritis.
Wait, what? What happened?
We're still in combat.
Oh, we're taking a long rest now. Into long rest.
Hey, if we win this one, we might hit level 9.
That's
playing
the truth.
D&D more ancient.
So you it's just a one cast? Is it just one action to cast? Speak with animals, or is it?
It says one action and it lasts for 10 minutes.
Okay, so you cast the spell and you can now speak
My owl.
to your owl. Yeah.
I'm gonna.
Sure, Mike's excited. For
Where?
this.
Yeah, give me an owl now. Where have you been? How did you find me? What
Um,
happened to you?
he kind of looks
Gotta do it on
looks
the
at you
fly.
and is like, I've been
Here
around.
and there.
Oh
I've just been around here.
I love the owl voice.
Oh my god, is he? Did you just do a small Irish lilt?
I've been waiting on you. I've missed you.
I've missed you.
Hello, my name is Rowan.
I don't.
I've been flying.
I
for
can't
years.
remember exactly what happened, but we tried to get away, and I couldn't get you any farther. I wasn't strong enough.
You're just fine, buddy.
But I did what we were trained to do. I came back to this place, and I knew if I waited long enough that you would come back.
Sorry it took me so long.
I don't understand anything.
Obo's just crying in the distance.
It's so beautiful.
Kopic is staring at dinner and realizing it's not going to be dinner.
Don't
I want to put an arm around Golnick.
my owl.
Golnick.
Who's probably like terrified right now? Giant owl out from nowhere.
They eat us. They eat grasshoppers.
But really, that's kind of like the vibe you get is he's just been waiting in this area once he came to,
Poor thing.
in hopes
That I'd come back.
that you'd come back.
I'm the worst pet owner in the
But
world.
you came back. You came back.
Didn't remember.
Other places just put them up for adoption at the local.
I guess
But-
I'll just kind of catch him up on what's
Word.
been going on.
Okay,
Took me
just
so
kind of
long. Yeah, just
have that 10 minutes of
abbreviated,
conversation.
Yes,
yeah,
abbreviated version, owl friendly. You know.
What all like? How detailed are you going into about the like what's going on here in this moment, like or like in this area, so to speak?
I'm gonna ask him if he remember. Do you remember?
Does he remember what in particular?
Like what happened
this-
to everybody?
He
Okay.
tells you the dragon came and attacked and everybody was desperately trying to fight it off or run away, and it was just the dragon came and was too powerful.
Yeah. They didn't make it.
And he basically agrees. He hasn't seen any of the other owls. As far as you might be the last one.
Ooh, a lot of pressure.
What were they? The night gliders? Is
Night
that what they're called?
gliders,
Night
yeah.
riders? Yeah, you the last
Gliders.
of the night riders.
That's a book title.
That's
It is, right? Ooh, I like it.
Guardians of Gahul. Last of the Night Riders.
But he tells you he doesn't really know. He hasn't really like explored the outskirts. He's just been around this area, so just waiting on you. So he doesn't really tell you that there's anything like there's no new information to share.
Yeah.
Other than, obviously everyone was laid to rest here.
Yeah.
And those who survived just
Moved on. I guess I'll introduce him to my friends so I can still talk to him.
Okay.
Willow's been staring at this giant owl for 10 minutes.
Doesn't she
Almost
talk
10
to him?
minutes.
Or do they
Yeah.
talk telepathically?
I don't know.
You guys hear the owl hooting. She can hear words. You guys can only hear like the hooting of the owl. Yeah.
She's probably talking to it.
You guys remember
I'm not
she
talking
talked
to
to a
it.
fish.
I did talk to
I'm not talking to him.
Okay.
Do you think we need to get her to a cleric?
Mr. Grumpy Pants. Let her have this moment.
She can talk to it all she wants.
But she's talking to fish, she's talking to birds, maybe there's something addled in there.
I'm having a toe cramp. I'm gonna need you to.
It's okay.
I'm having a toe cramp.
Gonna grab her foot and just go with her big toe.
I'm gonna call them all over.
Okay.
Hey guys, I want you to meet somebody.
We're
Meh.
meeting a bird.
Hi, hamster.
How Come here.
I don't think that's what she means, Kopik, but hi.
I walk over and just look at the... How tall is the...
Galnik kind of waves at Kopik too with 2 hands.
How tall is the
It
owl?
is my owl.
It's a large creature,
Right.
so it probably stands pretty tall. It's probably taller than you.
Yeah.
I'm not that tall. I'm 5'4".
Probably about your height, almost. Probably like
Yeah.
standing on the ground.
I
Yeah,
didn't know that.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
because
Ah.
they're considered
Who
giant
takes
owls,
pride
so
in the
they're
fact
pretty
she's taller than you.
Sure.
probably pretty close to that miniature size right there in
Yeah.
comparison to yours. So.
Yep.
Yeah, that's about right.
Pretty accurate.
Can I
Still
hug
as
him?
big.
So is Kopik, yeah.
Can I hug him?
Kopik's gonna walk over and just eyeball the thing straight in the faces.
Why are you mean mugging him?
I was supposed to eat dinner. I was gonna shoot it.
I offered
Hey.
you buzzard.
This is Rowan.
We had dinner.
Why'd
is
you
my
name the
owl.
owl?
Because he's my owl.
You have it. Okay. Yeah, I'm not surprised.
She flies on him.
I'm
Wait, what?
even less surprised
We're
now.
friends because we talk. You guys don't talk.
I want to talk.
He's like,
You don't have to meet my owl.
Oh, I just did. Nice to meet you, Roman. I don't know which way to put my hand.
Kopik's gonna hold his hand out. Pleasure.
This is Kopik.
Yell kind of looks down at the hand, shifts its arm, hands alike, shifts its wings just the slightest bit, then just stares back at you.
can
So
I
you-
hug him?
I'm gonna go for
I hug
You can
him.
pet him.
It flinches just a little bit.
it.
So you ride the owl. That makes total sense. Why don't you take Amster home on your owl so that way you don't have to hang out?
Good idea. Might need to decide what we're doing.
Yeah, unless Amster, you want to hang out. Cool dragons.
Yeah, he's not coming with us
Yeah, I thought
to
so.
the dragon. Sorry, bud.
I don't.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
I don't even want to go see the dragon.
Should we get more
But-
people from the boat to help us fight the dragon? I mean, right now we could just be running recon, but also we have to think about the fact that we're only going to be in dock for
I don't know
so
if
many
we're-
days.
But if I take all of my crew and bring them out here, or most of them, and most of them are just gonna die, then we won't have a crew.
We can leave Gleep. I think it'll work.
Let's bring Gleep specifically. And Flick. Why not?
for the both goblins.
Just
will you?
the goblins. I'm sure.
He's gotten really good at throwing a frying pan at the back of an elf head.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah, he has. Really good.
Yeah, whatever. No, they're not coming.
No.
Do we need to send word back to them to dock for a few more days? Unless we're,
We'll let me go in 2 days. We planned for like 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, I think you guys
Oh,
paid
shoot.
2 weeks ahead.
Or 10
I
days
thought we
or something.
paid like
10
only
days. It might
5
have been
days
10
ahead.
days.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
and then you
It
said
was
you were
at
going to cover
least
the
a
rest.
week.
Oh, I didn't. I did not. But, unbeknownst to them, Obu does have full knowledge, intention to pay Lyda
10 days.
random
10 days.
amounts of money. She wanted to do most of this just to hoard money and to spite him.
Mhm.
So, that's what's happening. He's unbothered by everything, but that's fine. It still makes Obu happy. That's not how you eat a pretzel.
The sun continues to set here in this place, so it's up to you guys. You guys have been traveling all day.
I got a little camp hammock set up over there because I've been wanting to intrude.
Thank you.
I'll take first watch. I don't want you to do the same thing.
I'll
as last
contribute
time.
to watch.
Finally. Contributing to something. Gosh.
Instead of saving your butt all the time.
There's no butt saving here. At least I have a butt to save, you and your
Don't even have
turtle
a butt.
shell thing. I don't have a butt.
You guys can figure out third watch. I'm going to bed and I'll take last. I'm gonna go crawl into the hammock.
As long as my watch isn't near him.
Kopik, Golnik eventually, like, as you're kind of going away, Golnik comes
Oh.
up.
Doesn't
He
sleep.
doesn't sleep.
He kind of comes up to you, and he starts sketching in the ground again. And he draws what looks to be the best image that he can kind of come up with of Obu.
Oh god.
And then he has one with a massive shell
Oh,
on its
God.
back, and then draws kind of looks at you and looks down and puts all these zigzag lines in between them. and then points to the zigzags.
Does that mean like romantic tension?
That's
Absolutely.
Yes.
So much tension between these two.
Tension between
Oh,
these two.
The energy in this space is too much.
Copy's gonna look down at that and take one of his javelins out, and then looking at the two of them, and just sort of put a little cross out through the zigzags,
Mhm.
and then draw a heart around and then look at him, gesture at the two of them, and look back at Garlic and just sort of go.
There's this posture of complete understanding in the moment when he goes, and then looks towards you, and you see like he gets like the spirit. He was like,
Of course.
I want to feel like Obu has this overwhelming sense of nausea all of a sudden. Just out of nowhere, she's just like,
and the Goldnick actually looks at you guys. Actually, Obu, as you're talking about like getting ready to get a place to sit and like stay up for a watch. He kind of pats you on the shoulders and says,
I say, you want to play marbles? And then I pantomime over to him and I teach him the rules of marbles.
"Oh, you gonna play
I am
marbles?"
going to play marbles.
Okay, so you
We're
guys
gonna
play
play marbles for
a while.
4 hours.
For
And
4
then-
hours.
yeah.
Okay. Cool.
I'm gonna go up to Willow before she goes to bed.
Okay.
Yeah, so I don't get the whole family losing relatives thing, and I get that for you it's an emotional experience, and my empathy levels are far from normal. I lost my parents before I was 2, 3, really little.
Do you remember them?
I mean, they taught me some things before they died, and it's just what happens to all turtles, and that's just what's expected. So I don't have an emotional connection like you do. So, you know, I've spent half my life trying to find more people like me, and I found Marlon, which is great. But I guess this part's hard for you, so sorry.
Thank you.
Yeah.
That is surprisingly kind of you.
I don't know. I just don't get it.
I'm
Like,
just gonna pat his
yeah.
head. You tried. Thank you.
yeah. But speaking of which, I have already lived half my life. Yeah, turtles don't live very long.
You're middle-aged?
Oh.
Yeah, we
Oh,
only live,
God.
we only live to be about 50 or so.
This is stressful.
Oh.
So I think it came down to really, if a turtle wants to live a really long time, they have to move really, really, really slow to extend their life, or they can be like everybody else and move at a normal speed, which sounds much better, but then we don't live very long. So,
If they move super fast, do they die faster?
I mean, I can't move any faster than I'm moving now.
That does make sense to me. I mean, I'm not in your conversation, but like, Liz is
You're
legit-
overplaying
Yeah.
marbles with.
I'm legitimately asking this because
So,
And Golik's really good because he's using all 4 arms.
I'm miffed.
you know that I'm only here because of my own
Interest.
yes. And they're not going great, except Marlin. But still, even then, it's not a lot.
I mean, the fact you were able to find Marlin is pretty impressive.
Sure. Probably.
Be a little more positive.
Never happy.
I mean,
Poor
I am
guy.
a seafaring creature in the middle of a desert, so
True.
this is not.
Not your place.
Yeah, I don't know. We're figuring it out. Or I'm figuring it out. Either way, I either want to figure out why I am the way I am, and Marlon's the way he is, or do something great and let people build awesome, sweet statues of me. And like, thanks to that turtle right there, to save the world. So, one or the other. I don't know which one yet. We'll figure it out later.
We can work towards it.
Sorry about your people. I'm gonna go to bed. Okay.
My most awkward
Sorry about
conversation.
I really just wanted to talk about me.
Sorry about
This
your
is too much
family.
about somebody else. Let me turn this all on me.
Sorry about your family. I'm really unhappy in my life right now. And I just wanted to let you know that, like, although I have a bunch of accomplishments, and I found, like, you know...
But we've come to expect it by now from
Yeah.
Silas.
I've planned this talk for weeks in the back of my head.
That's awesome. Kopic, anything in particular you're doing, or are you just kind of going to sleep as well here?
No, once that I have thoroughly communicated to Golnick that Obu and Silas are in fact star-crossed secret lovers.
Oh, okay.
Did I see any of that? Is it
Probably
completely-
not, because they were over kind of in the corner after you guys were kind of while you guys were arguing and having your tensious moment. That's when Golnick was like, kind of did this on the side, and they erased.
There is now a cooking fire going on top of it.
Yeah.
I need Bay Leaf back.
Bailey.
Yeah, because that'll really confuse them. Then we've got you two star-crossed lovers and Bailey's the home wrecker.
You're stuck in a love triangle.
Love
It's
triangle,
terrible.
yeah.
I hate triangle, actually.
No, it's just hate and then unreasonable, awkward energy in the other one.
So you're just going to sleep then while
Yep.
Obu's taking watch?
Eat some rations, chug what's left of the water in the cask.
Okay.
Please sleep with the owl.
Owls are... How does that work?
Basically,
Nocturnal.
the way
I mean, yeah, owls are nocturnal, so...
yeah, they're kind of nocturnal, so they're usually kind of awake at night. But these are specially trained
They are
owls,
special owls.
so
It's like a service dog.
it's like
With
a
feathers.
it's like a service dog with feathers. That's right. But when you rest, basically the owl will rest basically in trees nearby,
Mm-hmm.
and just basically kind of like sleep,
Yeah.
but also be as attentive as possible.
Gotcha.
In those moments. So as you guys are sleeping, Silas, you begin to dream.
Oh, you dream.
I do dream.
Oh no.
And
It's
you're like,
usually when I eat buzzard.
you didn't have any, so...
And
But you know, there was that water we gave him that was mixed with peyote.
Yeah. Actually, I put a lot of heroin in it.
you begin to hear torrential downpour of heavy rain as you're surrounded in a storm.
Heroin.
The rain kind of pouring down over your face as you seem to be looking over an ocean. Flashes of lightning seem to illuminate all around you during this time. It's nighttime. The wind is picking up pretty heavily with the incoming storm. You look all around to just see that you're standing on some kind of land formation, some kind of land mass looking out over the sea. When you catch something zinging very quickly through the clouds above you, it sticks out like a sore thumb because of the quick flashes of lightning, and now you see this one beaming glow seeming to just descend near the clouds. Bright blue with a tail of smoke behind it. And as it hits this cloud formation, you can see that almost this resignated radius of energy seems to just pierce out from it whenever it breaks the atmosphere. It seems to resonate out with this strange, like, lightning effect. It seems to dissipate out from where it kind of crushed through, making its way down. And as it made its way through there, you see it kind of flash orange and then blue as it continues to descend down to the water ahead of you. As that expends out, you can see that a little space in the storm kind of folds out and leaves a little gap where you can see the stars above. And this blast, as it comes out, you get this just extreme cold energy just hits you from this blast. The light is just above you, but you can feel it all the way from where you are. As the rain continues to pour down, it whips, and with this wind like beating the raindrops on the side of your face, you can feel that tension and that impact of all that water. And then you can see this thing descend down like a pillar of smoke with a blue glow, and then it smashes into the water. And you see this torrent of water splash up from this moment, and then another blast of this cold energy as it seems like the water is just going out from where it hit. And that's when you flash to those other memories that you've had before. Under the water. Cold water. Looking up. Flashes of flickering lightning under the water. As you blink and fade out once again into darkness.
Are you an alien?
And then you shake yourself awake and look around at
That was weird.
the group. The two of them still over there next to the fire playing marbles. No, it's not raining. You're sweating. Which is strange for a turtle.
He's Goku.
Sorry, I had to go.
And you wake up.
And throw up salt.
I'll quietly just grab portions of my clothes or whatever and just kind of wipe down.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm gonna go into my shell.
Okay. Into the shell? Just stay there and rest for the remainder of the time?
Oh yeah, sobbing. It's just huge, massive salt tears.
That's
No,
where
it's
the
not
salt
crying.
water's from.
It's a weird, like, hollowed out.
Yeah, right.
There's just a little stream trickling out the front, just resonating in the shell. Crying whales.
What's that echo?
No crying.
After that, the sun begins to rise once again on a new day. You guys all wake back up for another day. What would you like to do?
See Kopik as everyone's waking up. As Kopik got the last watch, he's sitting there, got the greatsword out, whetstone is sharpening the blade.
Okay. And so there's like, I didn't think I could pick that thing up.
Want to try? And we'll hold the blade in his hands and hold the hilt out.
Sure. Right down to the ground. I'm sorry. I mean, I use this. He's got a short sword, but it's extra short because it's halfling short. So
A long dagger.
yeah, it's a very long dagger. That's all it is. And then re-sheaves it. You guys begin to get out some, I guess, travel rations for breakfast that you brought with you. The adventure is yours. What would you guys like to do at this point?
How much farther do you want to take?
Are we trying to find the dragon? Are we ready for that?
The longer we wait. Well, hold on. Let's think here for a
Let's slow
second.
down for a minute.
So if we go and let's go get the dragon, and then we go and either we kill it or we die.
We all die.
Sure, but if we don't, then we don't. That's great too.
But we probably would.
The
No.
city, the city is already planning defenses with cannons and armies, and cool stuff that we don't have.
Want to lure the dragon to the city?
I don't think we can lure it that far. But
It's kind of smart.
There we go.
But I mean, it puts the entire city at risk.
There's only one person that can lower the dragon and all the way that far.
I'm trying to point at a tree. I don't know if it's a tree the owls and just point at a random tree.
Why are you pointing at a tree?
The big birdie.
Yeah, right, that's what I was getting at. Okay.
Oh.
Yeah, the owl. That's a long way to fly.
That's a long way.
And it didn't go so well last time.
No. No, it didn't.
Oh.
Okay, that thing doesn't understand me. Why don't you give us all one of them necklace things and we just go after it?
We don't have that many.
How many do we have?
2.
There you go.
There's
That's all
4
we
of
have.
us.
Huh?
There's 4 of us.
We've been
Okay.
playing this for this long, and that's all we have.
She uses one. You use the other.
I like to play. I want a shiny necklace.
And it's a
We're-
2 days travel from, at least 2 days, probably 3 from wherever we're going back
Well,
to
that's
the
on
city.
foot.
Okay, so cut it in half.
Things are fast.
Mine is sleep.
Um,
The dragon's gonna beat you every time.
And we cut its head off.
we have no idea anything about this dragon.
No.
And it
Oh,
wasn't.
yeah, no. Got a horn on its head and it's blue.
We don't know anything useful about this dragon. So we need to do some recon to figure out any of its weaknesses. We know that it's in cahoots with the bug people. I look at him to see if I offended him.
He doesn't know what you're
Doesn't
saying,
seem to
probably.
understand exactly what
Cool.
you're saying.
And,
Yeah. He's just sitting there with all of you.
We know he's in cahoots with the bug people. We have a bug person here, so we know a little bit. We can figure out some stuff about them, but we just don't know. We don't know anything about what it's after specifically, what its like circling patterns are.
How did dragon? The one dragon that we saw had poison breath, right?
Mhm.
What was this one? Was this poison too?
It would breathe lightning out of
It's
its
blue, it shoots water.
Lightning.
Cool, that's my specialty.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna be able to do anything to it.
Probably not.
Yeah. But it won't be able to hurt me very
And
badly.
we weren't able to do like anything to it, correct?
Your weapons just weren't strong enough.
Yeah.
Mhm.
We need cannons on
Okay.
that city wall, and
But how would we
Or-
cart them over here?
a bunch of rubber.
Or we need cannon on my shoulder.
Great.
Moving on.
Yeah.
So what if we convince the entire city to
Keep
come out
that
here and kill the
idea
dragon?
right here.
I don't think that's
Write it
gonna
down.
happen.
Yeah.
If we take the city and we move it
Over
to
here. Take the city and move it somewhere else.
I think we need to do some recon. I think we need to go in there. We need to figure out what all this is about.
Sure.
We just don't have enough information, nor do we have anything that would be a good enough plan. Potentially, maybe there's more bug people that are willing to defect. I want to ask him:
Or-
was he the only one who didn't believe, like, didn't worship the dragon, or were there others?
It begins to get, like, he's very confused, so you have to like draw this out, and it begins to be a very complicated conversation. But the gist you get whenever he's sketching things out is that there are he makes 2 of the individuals of his clan bigger than all the rest, like in size, and he basically draws lines connecting all of them together, as if his clan is run by these 2 leaders,
Mm-hmm.
and basically just draws himself out here all by himself, as if the whole tribe is going with the leaders, but he was the only one that kind of spoke out against.
Yeah, so no.
Can I draw an X on the leader?
Okay.
Then draw a circle around the little ones that are underneath it and be like, then if leader is gone, then like you?
He kind of gestures to the individuals and kind of circles them all and shrugs.
Okay. Nowhere on that
So if
front.
we're gonna do recon, we gotta somehow get around all of his people and look at a dragon without it knowing that we're there.
Didn't that
To
green one
learn
know we
what-
were coming from like a mile away?
And we don't even know where it is right now.
Yeah, it could be.
They
out.
worship it.
He knows.
I mean, who knows?
He said that they.
They worship it. He didn't say he. I mean,
Yeah.
he might
He goes
know
to-
where it
as
is.
you guys
He's
are-
gonna
as
flag
you-
and go.
He starts to sketch. He draws the dragon again, and underneath it draws those stones.
The howling
Okay.
winds.
Okay.
And
Placing
where he drew
stones.
those stones, he also draws his
His
tribe
okay.
around it.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
So if
Straight
we
to
go,
the
if we
dragon's
go
lair.
to Screaming Rock,
Screaming Rock.
Why
And
did
then-
he draw Tumbleshade though?
And then he goes over to the side, and that's where he draws Tumbleshade,
Mm-hmm.
and he draws other people, what looks to be riding on the backs of something, like something with tails.
This.
The
Scale
tribe
rider?
people.
Lizard
Scale
lady.
riders.
The,
Yeah.
the scale riders. That's
Okay.
scale riders live in Tumbleshade, is what
Tumbleshade,
he's
his
basically,
people.
or
I'm gonna
made more
draw-
of a camp there.
Wait a minute.
One of the scale riders, I'm going to do a stick figure of them kneeling and draw lines with the dragon.
He kind of looks at you and says,
Okay.
So,
Shit.
yeah.
as if almost like he, and then he draws links to all of them,
Yeah.
as if they're all in cahoots.
Great. Yeah, I don't
Together.
want to go there now.
Go very poorly.
Why did the dragon attacked? Why?
Wait a minute.
It wants to expand its territory.
Okay.
I want to draw a
It's
picture of
great
the
almighty
brain
and
creature.
Should.
You draw a picture of the
rule
brain
over
creature.
Right.
Okay.
Does he recognize it at all?
What? What'd you
He
Brain Dog.
Oh, yeah.
he kind of looks at it and just shakes his head no.
So, Kopic's gonna take out his spear, go over to where he drew the people around
Tumbleshade?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Tumbleshade.
Mm-hmm.
Going to cross out the people,
Mm-hmm.
cross out the line linking it to the dragon, then above the dragon draw a little like angry face.
He kind of looks at it for a moment. He's having a difficult time kind of perceiving everything, but kind of shrugs.
Dragon probably doesn't care.
Well, if you, when it comes to war, if you're trying to fight people, you want to destabilize them. So if this thing's got his group and that group working for him, if we knock one of the legs out, maybe we can get it off kilter. Maybe that can be something that'll sort of draw it towards the city. Because who else is going to mess with all these things?
It will probably go towards the city eventually,
Right, but maybe we can get it
but
to
we
do
don't
its-
know when.
Yeah.
Right, but if we start killing off its people, maybe it'll think, hey, I
Unfortunately,
got to deal with the city.
Kopic has
He does-
military
that does
experience
make
and
sense.
knows what he's talking about.
But potentially, what if we went after the what if we went after the bug people first because he has insider knowledge about
But the dragon's there.
is the dragon. I mean, the dragon seems to be in howling. I mean, dragon just seems to be both over there.
We really don't have any problem with the
Oh no,
scale
no,
riders.
the scale riders are in the tumble
Yeah.
thingies.
Right.
We don't really have any problem with the scale riders other than the fact that they
Attacked
wanted.
us.
Well, they only attacked us because they wanted their prize.
So then potentially,
No, and
yeah,
that
taking
thing
on the
jumped
scale
out of its head and
riders.
tried to eat my brain.
There could be more of those there, so let's not go there.
Well, I mean, maybe the only reason they're going out there is because they have the brain creatures. I mean, I don't know what those brain creatures were for.
Well, it's,
Let's go, so
I think
Okay, I'll do
the
we're
this.
gonna
scale-
plan for like 4 hours.
Goldie don't want us to kill his family.
Yes,
So we either kill him and all his family, or we go kill the Scale Riders.
I think the scale riders because they don't have a dragon in tumble.
Exactly.
And we can torture them and get information because they talk. And it's
I also
bug
like
people.
this idea.
maybe
Yes.
not torture, but yes.
I mean,
But, well,
if
we
the
can feed him to the
situation
halflings.
needs
But
it.
they speak common,
They do.
and we don't have to guess like this guy.
I want to pantomime everything we just talked about to him.
Great.
Because
let's go.
you're basically kind of sketching and drawing, and are you
Is that what
saying,
doing?
are you guys like arrowing towards the Tumbleshade on the thing like that, and
Yeah,
drawing like
like-
yourselves, like going in that direction?
Mhm.
He kind of looks at it and says, I mean, he it seems like he'll follow you, or he'll be in agreement with you. One thing he does do is he draws another picture beside, and he draws those waves again, And he draws pictures of each one of you within the bottoms of it. And then he looks at all of you, and then he takes his hands like this on the sides of the waves and goes like this over top of you.
It's quicksand!
Can't walk through there.
And that's on the way to
Oh,
Tumble
it's
Shade?
tumble shade. Tumbling waves of sand?
It almost seems like he's trying to say that it's such a terrible trek that you have
We
to
won't
be
make
very
it.
careful.
Yeah.
Or they're like so steep that you can cause them to like cave in and basically bury you under the sand.
I don't like that.
What if we got on one side, then we kicked it, and then it fell into the ocean?
You can't guarantee it'll fall on that side.
What if we kicked it really hard?
What if we use magic?
What? I have the wind spell.
I do too.
Ah, we're good. Let's go.
Yes, and so does nature have the wind spell.
Ah,
This
the
blows
wind
the sand everywhere, every day. I don't know how good of an idea this is.
We could do. Yeah,
It's better than going to the dragon. Unless you want to kill a dragon, which hey, I sort of want to kill a dragon, but
Oh no, but I have warding wind, which just moves in a circle.
That's what it is.
Yeah. I have Thunderwave, which makes sound, which, I mean, could knock all of the things over.
we
And I
also
have-
let everything know that we're coming.
I also have Tidal Wave, which could,
Answer kind of looks at you, Copy. Do you think you could do it? Do you think you could kill the dragon?
Why
Kopic's
him?
gonna pick up the great sword, and one hand just sort of flip it and catch it.
Yeah, I think he can kill the dragon.
If we kill the dragon, I'm gonna get his head mounted properly.
I'm actually okay with this.
This one's a lot bigger than the other one, right?
Uh-huh.
We'll get a cart.
We can make it a bed
We'll get
for
a
Willow.
card.
We can make it like a race car bed for Willow.
No! That's some nightmare
No.
stuff right there.
Like when you go to the museum and you step through the megalodon,
Yeah.
it's like that. But then there's a little mattress.
Oh yeah, no, you got it all propped up, so she got to crawl out. Her head's underneath the teeth.
Yeah, and like
the
you,
tongue is the pillow.
there's no. We're doing the bones. We're not doing like the. Don't sleep on a tongue. That's weird.
About how many night riders or gliders were there in my clan?
Good question.
Yeah.
I don't know, how many would you say?
I was just I'm gonna try to explain to them how strong this dragon is, because I don't think they get it.
I think I'd probably say around 20 seems like a good number.
Okay.
If that sounds fair to you.
Okay. Yeah.
Mm.
That sounds
Yeah.
alright.
What if we
Mhm.
tried to get the scale people to attack the city? We could take them out with the ballistas.
Well, we could take them out with swords.
I'm not
Why-
trying to
why
whole
would-
tribe with the 5 of us.
No.
Can we get explosives?
Oh, wait,
Is that
wait.
a thing?
There's cannons.
Um,
You have to have some type of powder to.
Is there a magical equivalent of pipe bombs in this?
It's called the lightning bolt spell.
Yeah, it's, it's called
what about
Fireball, which you already know how to do.
Well, you know.
Kopic's gonna look at Willow. How much do you know about them scare people?
I mean, I know they live over there, and we were told not to bother them because they're pretty hostile.
But how's their society? They got one leader?
Yeah, one man, bunch of ladies.
Can we kill a man?
Well-
Seems,
No.
No.
Kill a bunch of ladies.
seems uneven.
Is it?
Seems a little odd that they're all led by a man, but they're all weird, just a little strange.
Well, here's what.
She's gonna say down with the patriarchy.
No.
I don't even know what that is.
If this is like. This is.
Where did he come from?
I,
Who
Is
had
it-
him?
I don't know.
Is Kopic familiar? I can't remember what I gave you at the beginning. Would Kopic be familiar at all with like Goliath society?
Yeah.
Can I remember it?
Yeah.
Is there a Goliath troop?
Goliaths are nomadic and tribe-born,
Oh God!
led by an individual who is chosen by trial by combat.
Mm. Yeah.
Kopic's gonna look at Willow. We could challenge.
Oh shit! I like this.
Challenge for leadership.
Oh
If
man!
your understanding of how this kind of thing works, where your brain is headed right now, Kopic, is if you head in there and you challenge the leader, who is a single male, it would have to be a male challenger. And the one who is the last one to be standing and survive would be designated.
Yeah,
as
we're
the
absolutely
leader.
going.
Let's go! We're going. Copic
If
needs
that's
a
the way
tribe.
their culture works.
I'm not sure that's the way that
Wait,
Wait, can we ask Gulpnik? That's the Russian.
Goldnick.
That's offensive. That's
Gulpnik.
offensive, isn't that?
Don't say that.
I'm so
I
sorry.
don't know.
Golnick. I don't
I
know.
don't know what you said.
I don't know what
Don't, just don't say it again.
just in case.
I'm Gulpnik.
Yeah, let's do that. I like that idea. 'Cause
I
then
would
we'll have
love,
our
because
own
you
little
have a
army.
ship, you have an owl, you have a tribe of ladies. Let's go.
You have a bunch of scarves. Let's do it.
And a lobster.
And a lobster.
And I think that's a great place for us to take our break for the evening, guys, as we've got some sort of a plan going forward.
Do we?
That's
Yikes.
We're
great.
gonna get there.
I love
Kill
where
the
we're going
dragon
with this.
or kill this person.
Okay.
I'm not ready for a dragon.
So we're going to take about a 10 to 15 minute
Oh.
break, and we will be back for the second
It's
half of tonight's
mildly
episode.
offensive.
Okay.
So,
Mildly,
we,
it's fine.
we're going to go ahead and take a break. Stick with us. Thank you guys for joining us, and we will see you very soon. Welcome back, everybody. I put her stuff like right over there. All right, welcome back to 3020, everybody. I hope you guys enjoyed your break and a quick snack, and hopefully you checked out our sponsors at Little Dragon Corp and Cardboard Castle Games during your break. Make sure you. I see somebody typing quick links into the chat for you to access those things. So we are going to go ahead and just jump right in. The group was discussing where they were headed to next while they were at the burial grounds. You guys have woken up this next day. What? So how's this plan going to play out? The adventure is yours.
I thought that was your thing.
I can't force you guys to do anything. I'm just I just set the stage and let you guys take it.
How it's gonna play out. That depends on like how merciful and how I roll.
So, how far away are we from?
Humble shade.
Nomad place.
You would probably know. It's probably a day and a half from where you guys are right now.
About a day and a half.
Oh god, we gotta bring Ansel back.
Yeah, but then that's the other question. What do you guys want to do with Anster?
That's fine.
He doesn't need to be a part of this.
I mean, I'll go if you need me.
You can bear witness. I can fly away on the birdie.
Do you trust Rowan to take him back by himself?
What's Rowan's flying speed?
60.
Oh, double whatever we do.
So take a day. There and a day back. Which we'd have to wait.
Or does the...
And so have you made this trek by yourself before?
Wait a minute.
I have. Yeah.
Oh, well, there you go.
We're at the graves right now, right?
Yeah, we're at the graves.
It took us a day, or half a day, to get to the snail, and a half a day to get to the graves. How far back is it straight from the graves to the city? Be a half day. Is that the same? Is it?
It'd probably be a little bit farther. Probably be a little over a day going the other way because you're. It's kind of like you went this way and then you went this way, and now he's gonna go.
The
Short
longer
leg, short
of
leg. Now he's got the long leg.
yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
The hypotenuse.
Yeah.
Where is the nomad camp in terms of like where we are in the city?
So you went this way first.
Yep.
You went this way. Nomad camp is that way.
Great.
I'll say bring him
So
with us.
more into the desert area, and like more kind of towards the center of the desert.
Oh, we bring him with us. I mean, you and Pet can always fly him away.
Fly him around for safety.
Yeah, you can just tell Rowan to...
She can turn into a rat, and I'll have something to eat. You can just curl up in your shell.
I like the rat idea.
To escape, you turn into a little rat.
Oh, I'll just turn into like a sand spider or something. And just bury myself.
Scorpion wasn't the first thing to come to your mind?
No, the first thing that came to my mind was those little spiders that roll down the dunes really fast. I don't know why.
A lot of animal planet.
Yes, yeah.
I've never even seen one of those.
They're really cool. You should look them up. I mean, really cool. They just go.
They have more than 4
They
legs.
take all their little legs
Willow.
and they put them in a circle, and then they just go.
Well, what do you want to do with your cousin?
Want to go back?
I mean, I'll do whatever you want me to do. I mean,
This
I'll.
is like eating dinner.
What do you want to go?
I say-
I don't know. Where do you want to go?
I
don't
say
know.
you
Where do
can go
wanna
with us,
I
but
mean, I'm
you
kind of
have to stay
curious,
out of the
but I don't
front
want to.
You gotta stay out of the way.
That last time that thing almost bit my arm off.
Exactly.
Well, don't let that happen again.
I tried not to let it happen the first time.
Don't go on the front lines. Stay behind one of us. We'll make sure you get home. If not, jump on the bird. Get the heck out of Dodge.
I can do
This
that.
is Dodge.
This is Dodge.
Yeah, this is Dodge. Get the heck out of it.
Okay.
Okay, so
Sure.
but we're leaving here to go to the camp.
That's also Dodge.
Now you're just confusing things. Why are
Anywhere
the two
that
places
you are
called?
is Dodge.
Anywhere that I am is Dodge.
Yes.
Just
Oh,
Home is Dodge.
home is. Oh, so Dodge.
no, just stop.
I'm just gonna look at it and be like,
I take 2 steps forward and I say, no, this is Dodge. That's it.
Yeah, let's. We're gonna need.
Finnair, you got some really interesting friends.
Yeah.
I know.
We're gonna need your help
We're
traversing the
besties.
dunes.
We're like
why are you
this.
calling her Fender?
Finnair. My name.
Name's Willow.
That sounds like a really
My
nice
real
boat.
name.
Like Finn Air, except like it's like a boat plane.
What's a plane?
Yeah.
It's where there's a lot of grass.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah.
Also known as Dodge, if you're standing there.
Oh, can't.
We're gonna save the world.
Wow, when they
How
write
much
our
gonna
storybook.
There's probably about maybe a half a cup, if that, of water left in the cask. Right on top of Ogu's head. Just dumping it.
Why are you wasting good water?
Oh, it's a day old. I was hoping that
I take an arm
Fender
back.
will, thank you.
Fender.
This is Fender.
Are you
and
casting your
the
create
bug
water
is
so
G-Money.
fresh water has been
I'm
created
naming
for the
the bug
entire
G-Money
party
because
once
I don't
again?
want to accidentally say anything
Guys,
wrong.
You
Goldie.
refill
This is
your
Goldie.
your water skins, and are you making the trek now north into the desert?
Yeah,
to-
we're gonna need
Looks like it.
Okay.
Apparently.
sweet survival skills.
Okay.
It's true.
Would
It is
it...
difficult to get there.
Can you ride on Rowan the entire time?
Would it be faster for us to put her on like a draggy thing? Help.
Sled?
A sled, 'cause she's 25 walking speed.
And
She has an owl
a
that she could jump
flying
on the
owl.
back
But
of.
everybody else, what about Ansmill?
Anster?
And she can ride on your shoulders.
or Copic shoulders.
Can
It's a
Rowan
lot of-
carry 2 halflings?
Probably. It's probably be since you're considered a small creature, it'd probably be the equivalent of 2 halflings or 1 medium-sized creature. You'd probably ride. Fair enough without having any penalties to speed and stuff.
I put Anstel McMahon on the back.
Okay.
Wrapped up in a silk. That's my MO.
I'm gonna climb onto Rowan.
Okay.
Yeah, we need him on the
been a
ground
while.
anyways to help us
Ruffle his
navigate.
feathers.
That's true.
You should point.
The cloak that I got from Westbridge.
Mm.
Does it have like a insignia or coat of arms in the back of it? Anything like that?
The cloak doesn't. It was kind of like a pin that you could put like on the front of the armor that would have kind of like an insignia, but the cloak is just plain, just one color.
Goldie's the one that's going to be navigating for us for this. Because Goldie knows the area, right?
And both of them know it apparently, but
They can work together.
I'm gonna act as a scout and just
Okay.
kind of go a little ahead, then look back, and then just keep
looping back and then kind of informing everybody what's going on.
just
Okay.
checking on them,
During the-
keeping eyes out.
does anyone have like ink, drawing implements, chalk, anything like that?
Yeah. Of
Hmm.
course you do.
During breakfast, as we're doing this, Skopic's going to take his cloak off.
Mm-hmm.
And if anyone's got chalk or whatever sort of like. Okay. Going into the fire and finding
I
some.
mean, I can check my bag of holding for whatever was in it beforehand.
And we'll just grab some.
How does that work?
I think you have to turn it inside out, and everything spills out.
That's true. Could I reach in and like specifically think of chalk and see if anything comes out?
You could, yeah. So you reach in, think of chalk. Nothing.
Nope, no chalk. Sorry.
I've got this vial of turquoise liquid and this vial of blue liquid, and one of them is definitely not poison.
I forgot about that. I don't know which one is which anymore.
Well, I marked
The turquoise one is the poison.
blue vial, not poison, is what I put in my notes.
So
and
turquoise is
turquoise,
Yeah.
poison.
Because it
And
was
the blue
like,
I
vial-
give him the notes.
The blue value you would know would be a potion of heroism.
That's right.
Mhm.
Oh.
Kopic's going to go into the fire and take out a piece of charcoal or whatever's left of the wood that we used to make the fire.
Mhm.
On the cloak is just going to sort of very rudimentarily draw something that sort of resembles the Westbridge coat of arms.
Okay.
Then take one of my javelins,
Mm-hmm.
put it through both, like put small holes in either shoulder piece of it, and then sort of stick it up on the end of my warhammer that I keep.
You're making yourself a flag.
basically. Yeah.
It's-
I'm
Nice.
I am now making a standard as we approach this place.
okay.
aren't we not supposed to let anyone know we're connected to Westbridge? Because we don't want to send anybody back over there to hurt them? Also,
Yeah, but
there's
he's
this
in the
whole
land,
thing
so
about
it's all good.
about a king hunting us
I don't know we exist.
yet.
But-
Maybe they will when we beat an entire tribe of nomadic people and they see
No, we're beating one person and then our tribe.
and then the town finds out that someone with a flag says, "Oh my goodness, I'm the new nomad keeper," and then tells friends, and I don't know. Seems a little
How about
weird.
the Westbridge one?
We can make our own. You want to design a flag?
Oh, we only got about 2 minutes to do it.
Okay, I take all of my magical druid skills and I draw a flag.
Okay.
What do I roll? Because I don't know. I want to roll for this.
Performance?
Performance, I think
Let's
sounds
go.
good. Performance or, yeah,
11.
11. What are you drawing?
What am I drawing?
Banana.
A lobster.
A lobster.
I
Okay.
straight up draw a lobster on his flag.
Yeah, it's.
And then she completes that. Put an image of a sword right beneath it.
I like it.
A lobster with a sword.
So the lobster and then the sword right underneath it.
Okay, perfect.
There we go.
Yeah, it's a little
Bad. It's just bad.
ninth grade art one. It's nuts.
Oh, was it better than anything I would have done?
But
That's
later
better than anything Matt would have done.
But later, you can totally change this flag. This is more your battle anyway. I do something. Just something.
It's something that make them question. We want a conversation to stop.
Well, this is a conversation starter. A lobster in the desert. Let's go!
Oh, we could be riding the lobster.
We could. It could drill down. Oh, we could have just gone straight down, break through the map, and then come out through the other side. How you do in Skyrim.
There you go.
When you toggle collisions off.
Into the abyss. It's
just like...
As we drill down, you see the world fading away.
Yeah.
This was a mistake.
Oh no, we
What
clipped
about
through!
you, Silas?
This
As
is a
you're seeing them
glitch.
design this lobster flag, what would you be doing to get yourself prepared and ready for this journey?
Would you like
You
to
just
add
got
to
your
the
water
flag?
skin refilled by Willow and
Yeah, I'm not taking part of anything. Just waiting. Like,
just waiting. Right?
come on.
Okay. Anster and Goldnick seem to take point. The insect-like creature seems to know like exactly what you guys want to do and where to go. So you guys start your trek. Now it does take a day and a half to get there. Just for the sake of time, it only like the first day, nothing. I mean, it's extremely warm, but with the create water spell, you probably would have to spend one more spell slot throughout the day just to make sure you have enough water to get you guys through, because you guys are constantly chugging on these things during the day. Like it's hard enough to walk through the sand and up over all these sand dunes and stuff, and it's hot. Like the sun is just on you the whole time.
Kapik would have given Obu his water skin.
Okay.
She gave hers to the Thryking.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And Kapik would just be drinking out the whatever's left in the cask after everyone's filled it up.
Okay. Perfect. So this desert heat is just kind of beating on you guys throughout the first day. You guys, do you want to continue to travel, or do you want to take camp and take a long rest?
Definitely want to look for camp.
Yeah, I definitely should be taking some rest. It's
Yeah.
not good for me to go in with being all tired.
And the best place that you guys find is kind of like an area between some sand dunes that seems to be kind of tucked out of the way. It doesn't take long to make a camp. You guys get your long rest here in the middle of the desert. As the wind kind of picks up here at this point, you guys can feel the wind kind of continuously blowing throughout your long rest. So you guys can take a long rest and get whatever you can get your spell slots back for the create water, and you start the next what you would perceive as kind of like a half day's journey. So that will take another, if you want to create more water, take another spell slot for that.
Oh, we thirsty.
Yeah, I mean you're drinking like crazy on this trek.
On our way that second day on that last half a day's journey, Kapik's going to want to talk to Willow and Obu.
Okay, sure. Go ahead and take it.
No, go ahead.
My Outlander background. In addition, you can find food and fresh water for yourself and 5 other people every day, provided the land offers berries, small games, water, and so forth. The desert.
Provided that the land
desert.
has
Okay.
water, which
Desert
is,
doesn't have.
which
so.
doesn't. Now there are times where you come up upon like an area that has a bunch of like cactuses that are growing out that you can kind of hack and get some of their water out of, but it's not near enough as what she can do in a second.
Yeah.
So.
Cool. Thank you.
So Kapik's going to, as we're all trying to, I had an idea about this. How do you two feel about being little tiny things?
She's
Little
already a
tiny,
little
yeah.
thing.
Little tiny thing.
Yeah, I'm thinking like a spider.
Right?
My thought is,
Am I biting somebody?
exactly.
Poisonous?
We get into if this all goes well, then this is going to be a fight. So I reach out, manage to tackle him down, grab him somehow. If you two are, sort of hanging on my arm or something, as I grab on, you sort of onto his body. You can bite and it's I've got nothing to do with me.
As long as we don't get caught.
Don't get hit.
Because then they'll know that you're cheating.
What if you...
And then everybody... This is assuming they will accept the trial by combat. We may walk in and get attacked.
Especially when they see that I have one sword and...
That too.
helmet.
Maybe not show that.
Yeah, the helmet's in the bag. And the armor you're wearing, right? You put on the mithril armor.
Yep.
That's a good point.
Yep. Might want to take that one off. I have a feeling we're going to be attacked on sight. So I don't know how.
Hearing the logic of Willows Father, Copper's going to spend the time after that rest before we start that last half day. Take off the metal plate, stow it in his pack, and then put the gold plate back on.
Okay.
Well, that's so much heavier.
It's so much heavier. It doesn't breathe as easy as the other stuff did. It's sweaty.
It's really shiny.
It's really hot in that desert heat. It's
Why don't you not cheat until you need to? I think you could probably... Well, let's take a look at this guy.
Well, it's more I wanted to have them ready in case.
Right.
Because if all of a sudden they're, 50, 60 feet away, spiders and take them all week to get there.
They're also going to have to be spiders long before you initiate this duel. So that way they don't know.
Oh, didn't think of that. How long can you be a spider?
Hour. Oh wait, no, longer now that we're
it's like
up
half
higher.
of your level. I think
Yeah,
like 4 hours.
It's a while.
Yeah, I think it's like
Oh,
half
you're
your
good.
level.
A while.
Yeah.
We're good.
Imadifa.
4 hours, yes.
Nothing to think of.
I can be a giant wasp.
I said the problem with that is you're giant. We need...
I can come in, like, out of nowhere. I mean, they can't stop fate. I call fate my stinger.
This is fate.
Is that kind of like dodge?
Oh gosh.
Let's table that.
Got
But
it.
yes.
Doom and gloom.
That's right.
Dude, what is it? Boom, doom.
Boomer.
Love it.
Alright, let's try
I
it.
can be a giant spider.
I don't think you're getting the idea here.
But it's more fun. Be a giant scorpion. You could come in riding on my back. And I could be part of the battle.
How much fun as that would be, maybe next time.
It's a big
Aren't there
well,
giants?
we don't even know if this is even gonna work.
Yeah, let's just go. Let's go and find out.
As we're going, Cap's got to start talking to him. There are giant scorpions in this desert, right?
Oh yeah, all over the place. Yeah.
It's unsettling.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't actually
Absolutely.
think about that. I don't like
No,
it.
but if you turn into one, I'm riding to challenge them on one of the desert's predators.
I can't remember exactly what they're called, but there's also these humanoid type guys that have they're like me from like the waist up, but the waist down they're like a scorpion. They got these massive tails too. It's really bad.
What's wrong with this place?
Right?
It's,
I don't think I would ride on one of them.
That's got massive ick factor.
Yeah.
basically, it's a centaur with
Yeah.
a scorpion body instead of a horse body.
Oh, that's just grand.
I can handle hydras all day long. That, no. Mm-mm.
How do they poop? How do they poop?
So you guys
No, just
Go
keep
ahead,
going.
continue your track. Okay. Eventually, the wind is it picks up drastically. Like sand, you're being sandblasted pretty much as you guys are making your way throughout the rest of this journey. You have a
So
feeling you'll
smooth.
arrive about midday at your location, but it gets to the point where the dunes start to almost get to be like it's like climbing a mountain almost. Like you're going up this steep incline and then you have to like almost stumble down the other side. And then they keep increasingly getting bigger and bigger the closer you guys make your way towards your location. Almost to the point where you can start to see why Golnick was warning you, they cup out so much that sometimes at the top you can see like a mini avalanche start to form as you guys kind of crest over top. The taller they get, the worse it gets. So you're trying your best to do as much as you can not to have these things fall in on you as you get closer and closer. In the distance, you start to see a little plume of smoke. And Golnick kind of points as you guys are standing on the crest of one of these massive sand dunes. He points over in that location and just kind of looks and gestures to you all. And Answer kind of turns around. We're getting close.
Are we doing this?
Sure.
Let's try the sneaky method first.
Can anyone see? Can we see how far?
You're a few dunes away from where you can
Okay.
see the.
That's
Yeah, I'm
true.
in the air.
You're in the air, so you're gonna go try to.
I don't know if I wouldn't go
It's
like
pretty
directly
much
over top.
It's the
but
day, and
they'll
there's
see.
like
Yeah,
no
there's nothing.
foliage. It's just these dunes.
Yeah, there's no
Yeah.
way to sneak into that.
And I took off my sneaky arm and I put on this bleeding bright gold stuff again.
Or just
Yeah,
have
so
to
you-
walk in and say, "Hey."
You're like C3PO walking around on Tatooine right now.
So the question is, do we walk in? Or do I ride a scorpion in?
Oh, well.
Copy. Take one of these and give him one of the blue vial potion of heroism.
What does it do again?
It gives him 10 temporary hit points and bless for an hour.
Oh, nice.
Hey.
Mhm.
I'm
I was
gonna
gonna
That's decent.
slip it into his pocket for.
give you a potion of heroism to refill that one. Because
Oh.
I had 2.
I had 2 as well, so now I have
Two.
Okay. Where did it go?
I have
Guess we're just heading.
And then, are you heading directly towards it, or are you guys going to do you want to look at it from down a dune, or do you want to look at it from do you want to go in come in from the side or the north side, or which?
Is there any rock at all? Is it all sand?
All sand.
Are they?
Can I tell where the front is? Like, do I see something that screams out, this is the front entrance?
No, not really. It just looks like, imagine a bunch of sand dunes, and they're just funnels, or tunnels. It's almost as like they have these. They're all going kind of in the same direction. If you drew lines.
Oh, so they're sort of in between two dunes?
Between
If
two
we
dunes,
knocked
yeah.
over the dunes, could we drown them in sand?
Well,
I'd be
that's-
real mad if they pop out of the sand.
Yeah,
Well, I mean, there's less of them because they're drowned.
oh, they're all just dirty and angry. Let's
Still not at their best.
Why don't we wait to do that if we need to?
Why don't we just keep going the way we're going, go up to the top of the closest dune, then yell out at them? We're coming to challenge them.
Sure.
Do it in
Sun
the
at our
open.
back. Look like menacing figures. at
I
the top
just
of the
feel
thing.
like if we have to take on the entire group of them, it's gonna be a problem.
Yes, it will be. For them.
Ah, you're too confident.
I have
probably
a
only
really
6 of
big
them down there.
sword.
I'm all about going in there blazing, but something feels wrong.
We're gonna find out.
It's not gonna go.
Can I do a vibe check?
Vibe check.
That's gonna be in 6th edition for
Yeah,
sure.
vibe check,
General
vibe check.
vibe
Can
here.
I do
I
a
mean-
vibe check.
That could be just, Obu just might have a odd feeling about this. It doesn't really require a check for your character to role play out a vibe. So,
Obu feels the feeling of unease. She,
In the subtitles.
Agreed.
agreed.
Unease. Unease
G
intensifies.
Money
When has
and I-
when has Obu ever felt comfortable about any of our situations?
well, sometimes she goes in there, just arms ablazing.
Mhm.
Sometimes
Just.
Mhm.
something's wrong. Something's off.
We'll find out.
Okay. I'm gonna hang back
Okay.
with my arms ready.
I'm gonna
Okay.
walk with Copic.
Oh, you're
100%.
Oh
With
my
I'm all
god.
about this.
Okay.
I mean, I'm all about it, but
I'm not.
I'm not all
So-
about it until we get in there and I know what it's about.
Copic is now mildly concerned of what's going on because Silas is
Wait.
shoulder to shoulder.
I'm all about this.
I want to stop everybody for a second. I want to point to G Money. I'm
Mhm.
gonna be like, G Money. his face and point down. Like them? Are there people like him in the village, in the scale people thing?
He kind of looks confused and shrugs.
Carry on, everyone.
We have a horn.
I have a harp and a lute. Well, no, I have a harp.
When we're about 5 minutes away, I'm going to take the potion of heroism.
Okay, sure.
Yeah, and that's basically as we get right there, God's just gonna.
So, are you guys like gonna go down one of the dunes, like away from this fire, and then make your way up through the middle of the
I want
dune,
to
or
be
you just
at
want to
the
go
top,
kind
the
of?
highest point.
Yeah, I want to be
looking down.
right next to it.
I'm like standing there, like cape
the sun,
blowing in
yeah,
the wind.
sun in the back.
Somebody's gonna trip.
And then as we start heading down, palming the potion,
Okay.
water skin, and just thumb over the opening of the water skin, chug the potion so they don't see the.
Oh, good. I like that. That's good. So you guys crest, and I didn't have like actual. I couldn't make these massive sand dunes, but imagine that this is the
walkway.
the walkway, the alley, and you guys can see immediately. There's temporary dwellings set up here because now they call this place home, but they're nomadic as well, so they'll move around if they need to, or they'll. But this seems like a place where they just keep on coming back to. And you can see why they call it the tumble shade now, because these dunes create shade like in between these areas sometimes, depending on where the sun is located. So when the sun starts to, rise, of course, some of it's going to be in sunlight for a few hours, but then it's going to, and right now it's actually about noon, so the sun is actually blazing down in here. That's actually like where this is going too. And you can see there is what seems to be like a cooking fire set up down there, and you can see female tribesmen kind of milling about within that section. So,
Investigation, are they Goliaths?
Make a perception check.
This isn't the halflings or ants.
Dirty 20.
Nice.
Seem to be human.
They're not Goliaths. Make your move. This is not going to be a... Oh god. Oh god.
Nobody has seemed to notice you because you guys are actually like really high up. So
How
you're
far
just
down
gonna
to where they are? Copic's best guess.
300 feet.
Surfing USA.
And how many do we see down there?
From what you can tell, probably about 5 or 6.
There's more in the things.
You do see a couple of those lizard-like creatures.
Mhm.
Dogs.
They look
Oh,
like
those
they're
things
kinda
were so
chained up.
bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, you notice a couple of them around too.
I was gonna look over its eyes. Well, do we just start heading down, or do we want to announce ourselves?
I already drank this potion, so I feel like I don't want to waste it.
Let's go.
I start
I'm
panning
just
the
start
harp.
walking down.
You're just gonna play the harp
gonna
up
play
there.
the harp.
Are you staying back? So you guys.
I think I'm still on my owl. I don't know if I ever.
Oh yeah, you're still flying around, Anster, and here's these two miniatures to represent those two guys. So they're gonna probably stay with Obu at the top right now.
We're best friends forever.
About within 100 feet of coming down this dune, one of the female tribesmen notices you guys coming down and just looks up. And then you see her kind of just start to make her way, kind of like almost like wondering, not sure what's going on, but seeing you guys come down, and you see how that massive flag hanging
Yep.
and starts to go to like a jog as you guys are approaching. What do you guys do?
Just let
It's just one person notice. And
One person noticed, and now the other women are starting to notice her like jogging over. It looks like she's directed over to one of those tents.
Fine. There you
Just
go.
gonna let it happen, yeah.
So that happened. Okay. She disappears behind a tent. You see the other women kind of all, like 2 of them kind of gather together and are just like kind of whispering to each other as you guys make your way down. Another one like reaches and grabs like a spear and just has kind of like this aggressive, unknowing look in her eyes as you guys make your way the whole way down to the bottom.
Once we're down at the bottom, I'm gonna take the makeshift flag, drive it into the ground.
Oh,
When you drive it in the ground,
oops.
you hear the growling of one of the drakes down there, looking over towards you now as you just put this into the ground. Anything
How far
else?
away are they?
Probably within 30 feet.
Look over at the one who's got the spear out. I'm here to speak with your leader.
What language are you speaking?
Common.
Common? Let me double check something really quick. She looks at you very confused. But then you can see that tent that was gone in by that other woman kind of opens up, and that woman walks back out. She's got a spear in her hands now as she walks out. And then emerging from that tent, you see a cloaked figure come out. A very dark, deep blue cloak that comes out. And as it rises up and stands, you can see that they're standing almost about 7 feet tall. And then a hood comes back off the cloak. And you see a face with symbolic symbols kind of tattooed around the ears, completely bald, much like yourself.
I
As
gasped.
this muscular
Yes.
figure steps out.
It's your mom.
This is a Goliath.
Dad?
And it stands there and looks directly in that, right over towards you guys, standing there at the bottom. Now the flag driven into the sand in the burning high noon sun, flapping a little bit side to side. A tumbleweed goes across.
Yes!
Get it wrong.
Yeah.
Copper's gonna turn and look at Silas and just smile a little
I'm
bit.
Wait. I spit off into the distance.
And this figure slowly starts to walk.
Saloon door opens
He steps on the one creaky floorboard.
That's it, just the one.
All heads turn and
He makes his
drinks
way
up.
within like 15 feet of you guys, and then stops, and just smiles, and just waits.
Copper's gonna look over, and this time in giant now, seeing the Goliath.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. So I heard you're the current leader of this little troop.
Current. Oof.
Oh,
In giant. You heard correct.
I ran into some of your friends who expressed an interest in a change of leadership. So I thought I'd come and stake my claim.
he's so much more intelligent and
Amazing.
Speaking to his people.
Oh my god.
Make a deception check for me, please. As
You have bless. Wait, did you drink it yet?
yeah,
Yeah.
he drank it.
Yeah, okay, good.
oh yeah, you were blessed.
Did I slap him with guidance on the way down?
It's only 6.
Plus is a D4.
D4.
Yes.
Yeah. Wish I had music.
I know.
That's not wonderful. What skills is that? Deception?
Deception. Yeah.
Ooh, it's a 12.
12. I'll make a roll. You must be talking about Zolna. Her will was weak anyway. She wouldn't have lasted too long as one of my wives.
I don't like that.
You're not there.
I know. I know, but Ramsey has questions.
How?
You know, I'm not
Is
making
everyone married to him?
Grew to life, baby.
Oh, the patriarchy!
It's an episode of Sister Wives.
Are we in Wyoming? Is it Wyoming?
Utah.
Are we in Utah?
As he says that, Topic's gonna reach back and very slowly pull out his sword, put it down, blade in the sand,
Okay.
put it down, go over at him. She was strong enough to see she deserved better than you,
No, we're dating.
and I'm challenging you.
She's mine now.
He kind of
We're
smiles, looks at the woman that's next to him. The woman looks back up at him and actually smiles as well at this challenge that you have thrown out, and says, "Well," and looks over at your friend standing next to you. "What are the terms of this specific challenge of yours?"
Dance off.
You
Dance off.
and me. Winner takes. Winner's the one still standing at the end of it.
It's a good thing, because that's how we do things around here.
Now, is that considered death, or is that considered he needs to touch the ground? Because that's technically not standing.
That's true.
Are we talking first blood? Like,
You get the vibe he's meaning death.
okay.
You know him well enough that he's meaning death.
Don't forget your character ready.
But then he kind of he doesn't take the cloak off, but he kind of pulls it off of his muscular shoulders and gets himself prepared, and you see him kind of pull out this massive axe that he's got.
Desert.
Sorry, I'm destined for another.
Some stagehand crew runs out, sprays him down a little bit, then runs off. Glistening.
I comes over, make sure the oil is properly
That's
applied.
it.
Pats his forehead.
All the women now are out of the tents. You can see there are a total of 9 of them.
Oh.
As they kind of all made their way out. They have spears, but they're not at the ready, and they're kind of circling the area a little bit. You can see there are also 2 of those drake-like creatures that are, 2 of the women kind of go over and like take them. They have leashes, but they're like wrapping them around their arms instead of being staked into the ground. And they are kind of standing in this big circle around there. And they all kind of just gesture towards Silas. They're kind of like waiting on Silas to kind of back out of the of this circle that they've come.
Oh, they're making a circle around.
They're making
the
a
two.
circle around the 2.
Sure.
Join the circle.
Yeah, don't leave him
Join the
out.
circle.
Yeah, no, I
They
stand.
could rush him.
I stand. I don't move, actually. I'm probably about 10 feet from you, to your left.
Okay.
I'll move.
Okay.
This
Sure.
is the most chaotic.
Let's
thing
go
that
ahead and
Silas has
assemble
done.
this then.
Silas
So
is like,
you
I
guys can
consider
take these
you.
women right here, and you can make a circle out of them around there somewhere. Here's all the women.
They're just really fitting
Ring
pulling them
on
out.
it.
They all have
If
like
you
the
like it, then
long
you should.
legs.
And the ponytail.
Thigh-high boots.
That's right. There's those
It's
2,
hot.
and there's your
Let's make some
guy.
of these tumbleweeds out of it.
They must be sunburned all the time.
Yep, pretty much. They're like super tan and calloused, and like it's just their skin is just like.
I figured the. Oh, that's it. So I was about 10 feet here. Like. Sorry.
I can't make the.
And as he preps the axe, kind of like running his hand on the side of it, I'll roll initiative. Let's everybody roll initiative, because I don't know how this is going to play out, so let's get everybody on the order just in case.
And it's good that I'm okay being part of the circle. They're not gonna kill me.
As long as you're part of the circle.
I am part
They
of the
don't want you in the circle.
circle. It's not a perfect
Let's see.
circle.
A
It's an oval.
perfect.
Okay, I'll take that. No, it's...
Alright, I'm gonna use my cheating die.
Mm,
Oh, and we do have this still.
the other cheating die.
And we got
Oh,
that
that's
for-
the
save that
magical
for
die.
magic.
we
Okay.
got the battle plan too. Oh! So
Yeah, where's my initiatives 2 right now? Okay. I don't have the same initiative.
Wait, what?
+2. Oh, I took
Ah!
I poked your animal handling.
Okay, wait. Let me roll initiative. Wait, no, that's.
I thought I used my good die and it was not good.
Yeah, we do not have the same initiative.
What'd you get?
18.
Nice.
I got an 8.
Big 18.
So this is at the bottom 4.
4.
Way down. Very
We got
Who's readying an action? She's gonna throw fireballs.
Okay,
at
put
anyone
boss.
second.
Boss is going to go on initiative count 19.
Well,
oh
fine.
no!
Fine. Just had to.
One.
Put,
Wait, did you use Bless for
put,
initiative? or no?
Oh, did you get?
It's
you
an
used
ability.
it?
Never mind.
Never mind.
Does Bless count for?
No.
Okay.
No, I don't think it counts for initiative. Put 1 minions at 18.
So right under me.
Okay. Then we need another minions at 9.
That's right.
Under
Under
you.
me.
And then just go ahead and put that last mini boss at 5. Okay.
Last. I'm all the way.
And that's going to be our order.
Do we need
for-
to do
Oh, yeah. We got those other guys. We might have to
Rowan's
write
got
them.
initiative.
We're going to have to
Does
write.
everyone have
their
initiative, or does
own,
he share mine?
I don't know.
Here, I can
I
add.
share mine. Oh, alright.
Can somebody make we need Golnick, we need Rowan, and we need Anster.
Would Rowan share?
And here's
initiative?
Anster's character sheet. Does somebody mind running Anster?
I'll be down there. So.
I don't have a printout for Golnick's character sheet, but do you have D&D Beyond open,
Yes.
Matthew?
Yeah.
Do you want to just look up? It's just a basic character sheet for a Thrykeen.
Who was the other person? You said Anster, Golnick.
Anster, Golnick, and Rowan, the owl. So you got.
Did she get one?
Okay,
Um,
and we'll put them on
how
the
does
initiative.
that work with Rowan's initiative and mine?
Rowan, if you are riding on the back of Rowan, you do riding rules, which would mean you would go on the same turn.
Okay.
Okay, if you're separate, you have separate initiatives.
So you roll it just in case.
You just roll it just in case.
Okay.
And basically on your turn, you will use Rowan's movement, and then you can choose whether Rowan takes an action or you take an action.
Okay.
That's
Good.
usually the way riding rules works. I know it kind of is.
Okay. And what are their?
They're just trying to work on the action economy of all that.
Do you
I
want me to
think.
just roll straight initiative for them?
Anster is
For
who?
14 for Anster.
14 for Anster.
And it's just going to be a straight roll for Rowan as well.
If
Whatever
there's no
dexterity
plus,
modifier.
is there no plus to Dex for
Oh,
Rowan?
plus 2.
Plus 2, yeah.
12.
12 for Rowan. Ooh, that's a jam-packed initiative order right there.
There's no red. Or words you picked. That's my.
I don't know what the Thrykeen has
Golnick.
initiative.
Oh,
Probably like a 2.
Thrykeen is a +2.
Okay, so I'll just roll me. And that is a 11. So that's right underneath. And Rowan.
Like I said, these are just in case we need them. I know that there's currently only 2 people
Minions
that are in
were. This was 8. Yeah, they were 9.
conflict right now.
I'll fix it. Don't worry.
All right. So first up
Spread it
is
Boss.
Spread it down.
We didn't even get his name.
is Mendrin.
His name
so,
is.
It's going to be
His
dead.
name is Tombstone. That's what he's going to be under.
what he does is you see him kind of take there's like this clasp that holds this like cloak on him, and you see him kind of whisper something and hold this cloak, and there's a little bit of a glow underneath, and all of a sudden he gets blurry to you.
Oh, that's cheating.
So he uses his action to activate that, and then he basically just takes a defensive stance.
What's his name
Uh,
again?
Does he have
Mendrin.
like higher evasion?
M-E-N
Is that the thing?
D-R-I-N. Okay.
And I only say it's because mechanically I know it. If he's blurry like that, it's disadvantage on attack rolls.
Copic.
Copic would not.
Even
No,
magical?
Copic would have no idea.
It seems like this individual is getting ready. He's holding his axe down, but he's really blurry. It looks like, when you just wake up in the morning and you're having trouble. It's just him, though. Like, he's blurry and everybody else is clear as day. So it's your turn.
Okay, so as Copic is, both hands just grab the hilt of his sword, pull the sword up. As a bonus action, I'm going to speak the command word of my sword
Okay.
and have the blade start glowing with that dark energy.
Okay.
And then, as an action, I'm going to cast Spirit Guardians from the sword.
Nice. Oh no! Wait.
Okay.
And
Interesting.
as
Did that work?
as
You're so
it's, as I'm casting it, I'm specifically I'm focusing. These spirits are not to attack the circle,
Okay.
or only to attack him.
Only him. Okay. So that's when he starts his turn in that circle, I believe, is when this takes effect.
I have to pull it up because
I think it's either when he moves into it or when he starts his turn in it.
I think that is probably correct, as that's how most of them.
Yeah. Cool.
Hold up just to make sure.
Oh, I need to put on a battle map.
Yeah, that's
I gotta get the battle cam on there.
Nobody knows what's happening.
Nobody knows what's happening. I'm sorry, everybody. There's some battle cam for you. That's what the circle looks like.
Did we have it lined up? Decent?
I think so. It's pretty decent.
Okay.
It's verbal
Foot
spoken, but if I'm
around.
far enough away, can they hear me?
Yeah, so when cast spell, designate any number of creatures you can see to be unaffected.
If they're looking
Affected creature's speed is halved, and when creature enters the area on first time or starts its turn, makes a wisdom save, and on the failed save takes damage.
Okay. Speed
I'm
is
gonna do it.
halved. Okay.
I can't ask Copic. I can ask him, but I can't ask Copic.
So that was your bonus action.
Yep.
Okay. You staying put,
Nice.
moving at all, or just gonna stay right there?
Yes. Okay,
What do your spirit guardians look like?
I don't know what they look like, but I can't say.
Realistically, it's given Copics being is more formative time being with or at least recently being with the guards in Westbridge. They probably look like basically armored knights.
Armored
and guards.
knights.
Yeah.
Excellent. Yeah, that's cool.
Horses.
Yeah, on the horses, yeah, miniatures.
That's what I was
Yeah,
gonna say.
yes.
Little horses with javelins.
That's awesome. They're like the cartoon horses that have like the big bodies and the little legs. That's awesome. Yeah, so you're surrounded by all these like spirits that seem to come out. So that's very visual, so everybody else can see that as well as that takes place, and they get kind of startled and set back for just a moment. It seems like now that's within like 15 feet, so they're like kind of going around all these women as they do that. That ends your turn. The women aren't going to do anything because they're going to see. They wouldn't dare interfere with what's going on. That's very disrespectful. Anster stays put. He's kind of like lean up. Oh, what's happening? What's happening? Obu, it's your turn. What?
I think Obu wouldn't do anything until she, I know she thinks that it's very unfair that he has a fancy cloak he did something with. But Copic also did the same thing, and so I don't want to jeopardize anything, so I'm not going to.
Just have it ready.
I want to ready an action, though.
Okay.
I would like to keep Produce Flame
Okay.
on lock, and I'd also like to kind of... we're 300 feet away from them?
300 feet away, yeah.
How far away am I from the closest or one of the women?
305 feet
Oh dear.
to the closest woman.
Well, damn.
There's probably some
This
there's probably some math involved there, but I'm just going 300 down, 5 to that woman.
A longbow might.
Is this a dune right here?
I think longbow can have a disadvantage. I think maybe. Yeah.
Well, then, yeah, I want to get my longbow ready, because if any of them step out of line, I want to smack them.
Okay, sure.
So I'll just ready an action for that.
Okay, perfect. Ready in a longbow, getting an arrow ready.
Yeah.
Perfect. Rowan is currently on the... Willow, you're currently on the back of Rowan, so we'll say that Rowan will go on your turn.
Okay.
Right now, since you guys are kind of together. Galnick kind of looks down and is just watching like Answer. He seems to be just intently focused down there. So we do get to Willow. As you're flying around.
Just watching right now.
Just watching? Okay.
This
Circling?
won't be the
Okay.
same
I
thing as
don't know what to do.
as the Hog Festival.
Oh
Okay.
gosh, not
Silas.
Silas internally is feeling very upset that he can no longer cast Subtle Spell and make things happen without people knowing. So,
You feel very heroic after drinking that potion.
I do. Yeah, I feel great.
Yeah.
I'm going to... You know what? Just because, I'm going to pull out my big ol'... Oh, no, I'm not. Nope. It's going to do something stupid. I wasn't going to hurt anybody, but... no, I would just hold an action.
Okay. Anything in specific you're holding?
Just an attack, I guess. I'll just whap somebody next to me if I have to.
Okay.
I don't want to
With your
waste the
staff?
spell. Sorry. Yeah, just with my staff. I don't want to look like I'm casting spells.
Okay. You got it. The showdown continues into round 2. As now, Mendrin actually, with a flash and a blur to you, kind of gets down kind of like a 3-point stance almost, and then right towards you, and you see the flicker of that axe as it's going to try to strike you.
It's got to make a wisdom save.
Oh, that's true. It does. Wisdom save is coming at you. Natural 1.
That is gonna fail.
4
Even
total
with
of 2.
Maybe.
Yeah, so that is.
We have hope.
That was an 11 that he needed to make. So that is. I think it is. What's my spell?
And as he tries to flash for you, all these
3d8.
knights just start to attack, driving long swords and lances into the side of him as he's approaching.
Oh, that's not bad. 16 points
16 points of damage.
of. What's the sword say? I think the sword was necrotic.
16 damage.
Yep, necrotic.
Okay. He kind of fights off those spirit guardians as they're driving their weapons in and goes to make his first attack against you using this great axe of his. The first one is going to be a 15 to hit.
That'll miss.
That'll miss. And he gets a second attack. That one's going to be even less with a 10.
Both will miss.
So you're having trouble
They are
attacking.
intense. They're intense.
The ladies in the desert are in.
He is going to use an action surge. And he's going to go ahead and try to attack you twice more
Okay.
with the same axe. That's going to be a 22 to hit.
That'll hit.
That'll hit. And the second one is going to be a 24 to hit.
What?
Both of those will hit.
Okay. So you are going to suffer.
You're gonna suffer. That's it. Just leave it there. You're gonna suffer.
For the first hit, 12 points of slashing damage.
Okay.
For the second hit, 13 points of slashing damage.
I'm upset.
And he is going to...
Is this magical?
It is not.
Okay. She said 12 and 13.
12 and 13.
So that's 9 and 10. Because I reduced non-magical damage.
Oh my god!
Nice. And he actually backs out of range of you.
Oh, okay.
So he swiftly pulls back.
Wait, doesn't that mean opportunity attack?
Can
I'm taking a swing at him.
All right.
So, not that Comic knows this, but he's still blurry, right? So.
Still blurry.
Okay.
Yep.
Oh wait,
Wait.
he took damage from the.
Took damage. He did.
So he's not blurry.
yeah.
So he's not blurry at this point.
Beautiful.
19.
Okay. And I am going to burn a.
Actually, hold on a second though.
Wait a minute.
I don't like that.
This doesn't have any
Oh,
stipulation that
You're
when
right.
you hit, it takes it away.
It was
Oh.
warm
Your body
inside.
becomes blurred, shifting and wavering to all who can see you. For the duration, any creature has disadvantage on attack rolls against you. An attacker is immune to the effect if it doesn't rely on sight, such or as with blind sight, or can see through illusions as with true sight.
Okay.
So there's no. It's just duration. Lasts the duration 1 minute.
Okay.
So you still have disadvantage.
Still have disadvantage. If I hit with this, I'm going to be burning a superiority die.
Okay.
Hey, old girl.
And let me just see here.
Stay with me.
Everything gets pawed off
Oh,
the
yeah.
table.
Hello.
Okay. Wow, I hate disadvantage right now. There's a nat 20 on one of them.
Oh no.
Hello. Oh, you're shaking. Why are you shaking?
Nope, not actions.
Are you?
Nick.
Sorry, I lost my thing here. Okay, so that is a 19 to hit.
That hits.
Okay, so I need him to make a strength saving throw as I'm trying to disarm him.
That's a 24.
Oh yeah, that'll save.
He seems pretty strong.
Yeah.
She's so old.
He is going to take some damage. That's
He's very old.
2d6.
She's so old. I can't do this.
Plus another. Just so I know if I need to break it up, is he resistant to magical slashing or necrotic?
He is not.
Okay.
Kick him in the balls.
Silas from the outside of the circle.
Okay, so get him!
Are you a baby?
That's it.
It says 20 points of necrotic damage.
20 points of necrotic. Nice. As he backs away and you slam into him, catching him off guard. You can see
Hell
he
yeah.
wavers a little bit, but he holds that grip on that axe.
Go, Copper.
Okay.
Beat him up.
And
Beat
that
up
was
your
the
own
end of his
kind.
turn, bringing us to your go.
Okay. Copper is gonna follow him, step back up towards him,
Okay.
start making swings again.
All right, go for it.
I love you.
Still blurry,
Yep.
so disadvantage.
Not those, I don't confuse myself.
I need to go to the part of the world.
Missed with the first one.
Okay. This one first. Okay. He dodges out of the way quickly.
Well, okay, that one should be good. That's an 11 on the die.
Probably.
What is my... That's 18.
18 hits.
Okay. I'm going to drop another superiority die.
Okay.
This time, going to have him make a... Oh, actually, I must have removed that one when I last leveled up. So we're going to have another strength saving throw.
There's strength save. You got it. 20?
Saves.
Saves. All right.
Ooh, much better this time. That is 28 points of necrotic damage.
28 necrotic damage. My goodness. He's looking beat up already.
Heck
From what
yes.
you can see, like it's hard because he's still blurry, but you're making contact one after the other. And this blurry figure seems to waver back a little bit, but it looks like he kind of hunches down real low and breathing heavily. And during this process, the women are all standing around. They're starting around you, Silas, and it looks like they're starting to get concerned, as all these guardians of knights still seem to swarm around you guys.
An action surge and hit him 2 more times.
Action surge, you got it. You got it.
Let's see here. Oh wait, I did have it. No, it's a strength save either way. So.
Yeah.
Does she have a thing with shoes?
I don't think so. She has the thing.
that-
She is
22?
rolled up
22 hits.
and wrapped around
Okay.
her shoes.
That'll be another strength save.
Another strength save.
I'm just gonna roll the other. The other attack's gonna miss.
That's a 12.
He falls prone.
Prone.
Yeah,
Okay.
as he
You
was
are
doing a trip
just-
attack.
Trip attack. So you sweep his legs. All right.
Okay.
Fighters. Cheaters.
Why did we ever think we could beat him in that, like...
I don't know. That was a dumb,
that one time you-
idea.
Fought the big skeleton by himself.
Yeah!
22 points of necrotic damage.
I'm glad he's our friend.
How do you
For
want to put him
real.
down?
Right?
That was fast one round.
Are you kidding me?
2 rounds.
Yeah.
As he stumbled and was like crouched down,
Uh-huh.
just literally step to the side, over, right down, take his head clean off.
Okay. Do you take his head clean off?
I do.
Slice down? The head rolls. And something pops out of it and rolls
Yep.
extra.
Oh no!
As another one of these brain-like creatures
Do it.
is laying
But
in the
how
spot
is-
right next
how
to
are
him.
the brain creatures sentient? I thought they just make...
And it's now there, and you're just looking down at this thing.
Is
And now
there.
have
I was holding an action. Am I allowed to move when I hold an action? Too, or no?
Unfortunately, you can't hold a movement. You
Okay.
can only hold an action.
Can I
So,
shoot it with an arrow?
So all of a sudden, like record screech, music stops. All the women are looking down, like, as this takes place, and it's the women are like stunned. They're like not sure because they just witnessed this guy's head get lopped off in single combat like that. So they're just like
In, like,
standing there.
A minute.
And
No,
then there's
like
this
6 seconds.
other thing there, and Answer's up there.
All brains have legs.
And looking at it, going, Copic was right.
I just realized. So that was my first attack.
It was your first attack.
My second attack,
Mm-hmm.
one would not be at disadvantage.
Yeah.
So I still know what I rolled on it too. I didn't roll for bless on it.
Sure.
I may actually be able to hit this thing.
What, with your second attack?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can roll.
So I
for
rolled a
attack,
5 on the die, so it would have been a 12.
right? Okay.
14?
Let me check.
The other one I missed was a nat 1. There was no coming back from that one, but...
Bum,
How old is she?
13 years old, maybe.
111 years.
You hit.
Oh my god! Oh my god! He's like a train. Or like a... something.
As it flopped over, just going to take the sword and literally come back the other way.
Okay.
Lop its head off.
Lop the brains head up.
10 points of necrotic damage.
10 necrotic. Okay. You slice through it. It's bleeding profusely, but it's still alive.
Did he cut through the frontal or the parietal lobes?
Good question. I have no
Left brain
idea.
or right brain?
Yes.
Okay, that brings us. Well,
Corpus
Anster is like now convinced that all brains have legs.
Oh, no. I like this.
Obu, it's your turn.
Hi, I'm gonna shoot it with the
Fire
thing.
your longbow at the brain?
Yep, I'm gonna do longbow.
Okay, it is 300 and
That's
probably
a long
like
way
20
away.
feet away. What's the range? What's the longbow's range?
Almost
300.
Reach.
300 max?
Yeah,
Or
max.
where's the
The
It's
disadvantage.
60/300.
No, longbow is 150, 600.
Oh, is
okay,
it?
but it
Yeah.
still would be made with disadvantage because it's in that second zone. So you can fire, it's just made with disadvantage.
You're gonna hit a lady.
1 minute. It looks like I didn't have my longbow added to my thing.
Did you have one?
Yeah, I think I had one. I'm
Or do you have a
pretty
short?
sure.
Check your sheet.
I know
to
I
have
had a short bow, but I feel like I picked up a longbow at one point.
I don't
Or
know.
did
Well, I would say if you don't have it on there, I wouldn't say you'd have it unless you knew for sure that you
Yeah,
had
I don't know for sure.
it. Okay.
Check your. And click
How
on your
far
short
can your
bow.
short
What's the
bow go?
range?
I mean, I have a Holy Avenger. I just
Oh,
forgot to
my
add it to my
320.
320.
Exact number. So you can make an attack, but it's disadvantage.
Okay.
Okay.
I have a Holy Avenger too. I just forgot to.
Oh,
add
yeah.
it.
Just roll it twice.
Where is it? Oh, there we go. That.
Click the plus 5.
Nice.
So the first one,
Wow,
my
that's gonna
level,
be
that one.
lovely.
that's a 10. Second one,
Well,
the 9.
I don't hit that. No,
A 9
No, don't hit that.
hits the ground right next to it.
okay, cool. That was great.
Glad you didn't hit a lady.
Would you like to move or do anything else?
I would like to move.
Okay.
35 feet closer.
Okay. So you're starting to like run down the.
Yep, I want to do
Okay.
it Surfing USA style.
Okay. How you? So
Actually-
you're just kind of like gliding with your feet, like jumping.
No, actually, I would like to do it exactly like Breath of the Wild, shield sliding fashion.
Oh, you put your shield down?
Mhm.
All right. You actually slide about 150 feet this turn.
All right. I mean, okay. That's.
And now you need to shoot as you're sliding.
Yeah.
I
That's
yes,
it.
Legolas.
That's it. Next turn.
I would like to ready myself.
Yeah, the one thing.
So Rowan is still going to go in Willow's turn. Golnick, seeing that all happen, kind of stands around, looks at Anster, looks at Obu now sliding down, and then just is going to start to move and dash down. So I think that probably be about 60 feet.
Yeah.
As
Wait, can you?
Uh,
No,
I can't.
it's,
don't bother.
so just imagine
Poison me
Golnick
on
is
the side of the
ahead,
thing.
and he's coming at
80 feet.
80 feet.
He's at a 40-foot movement. Yeah.
Okay, so he's still got a good bit to go before he can get anywhere. The Drakes get to go. They're kind of confused right now too, because they're sensing that feeling of confusion amongst the people around them. So they're not going to take a turn right this moment. We're going to kind of consider them stunned for a round from all this that has transpired. Willow, flying above, seeing this transpire, what would you like to do?
Oh, I don't know. I don't want this to go poorly for Copic and then I'll turn on him. But I also don't want to. I don't know.
I just don't want that thing punching his brain out. His hers.
How high up would you say I am?
How high up did you want to be? Because they were 300 feet, basically, where they are. So I was assuming you were flying a little bit higher than that. So you're probably like 350 or something like that. It'll take you a while to get down there.
Yeah.
But you can
Unless
dash.
you jump.
I mean, you can
You fall fast.
You probably fall really fast.
What's
in this game.
terminal velocity? In
Well,
feet?
In the I think it's in
9.8
Xander's
meters
guide.
per second.
Anything is 500 feet per round. So if
That's
you
terminal
jumped, you would hit ground like this turn.
I'm
And
not gonna jump.
But it would be like 20d6 bludgeoning damage upon
Ow.
impact.
I'll
All
just
ones.
Still cap it. You still cap it, man.
I still cap it. Yep, I cap it because that's what the rule book says.
Are these dunes as well, or these are actually rocks?
That's just imagine that those are dunes.
Okay, still dunes. Okay.
Yeah, those aren't rocks. Those are dunes.
I'm gonna start making my way down there.
Okay.
I don't want to
Moving.
startle anyone either, though.
So you're gonna action dash.
I mean, I guess I should if it's 300 feet up.
Yeah,
Yeah.
So it's how much flying
60
speed?
feet.
So you can move 120 feet down. So
Yeah.
just keep track of how high you are from your. You started at 350 and now you're going down 120 because you're flying down. And that will be Willow's turn. Silas, you're actually up next.
I'm gonna.
Good job.
Because it seems like you're all shocked and stunned by what just
Right,
occurred.
I'm gonna give it all.
Oh no, somebody fell.
He fell down. I'm gonna give it all Ray of
500
Frost
Ray of Frost.
on that brain.
Okay, go ahead and fire away.
Not that one.
Brain freeze.
Yet.
Brain
The leaders of
freeze.
the
No!
Bug Clan have a little
It's a natural one.
thing.
Natural one.
Wait,
That
you're
misses.
gonna talk to the.
It did miss.
Oh, you
You-
think maybe
you-
the bug guy has a brain?
You see the
Absolutely.
arrow that's sticking in the ground next to it is now covered in ice.
I'm gonna stay where I'm at to keep the brain in the
the
circle.
only one without a brain thing.
Okay, stay where you're at. Keep your brain in the circle.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well,
It
yeah,
is
that would make sense.
the top of the next round. It is
Kinda like
the
dragon.
brain's turn. It starts within your spirit guardians.
Hey.
Oh, yeah.
So that's to make
Does
a
all
wisdom
have a
save?
brain thing. We
Yeah.
need to find out if anybody
Possibly,
else is a wife.
because one of them did.
Yep.
So
I
let me go
think
ahead and
they're
roll
all
this one
wives,
over
though.
here.
Gross.
That is a 7.
Maybe he just got divorced.
That fails.
Okay.
He's looking for a new
I
wife.
feel like divorce is
Another,
death in this culture.
Maybe.
3d8.
3d8.
He's a widower.
So let's check bug guy for a
11
brain
points of
thing.
necrotic damage.
11 points of necrotic damage.
How does one check?
It had exactly 11 hit points
Yeah.
left.
Do we have
So
to
as these
rise?
knights start beating the brain down, it just splatters down onto the ground there,
Yeah.
and the spirit guardians took care of it before it even got to act.
I don't know.
Did
Um,
Mendrin have red eyes?
The eyes were from the.
you weren't.
helmet.
Obu wouldn't have been close enough to see.
You're a long ways away.
Okay, so we are still technically in initiative because you're not sure if the rest of the group is not accepting of this and not hostile to you. So Kopik, it is your turn, technically.
Kopik is going to step forward towards where the remnants of the brain is.
Okay.
Step on the brain. Grind it into the dirt. Stop concentrating on spirit guardians.
Okay. So the spirit guardians seem to dissipate into the sand around you.
And just stand there, look around at everyone. And just arms out.
Golf clap.
and in giant.
On my shield.
Okay.
As he spoke to me in giant, and
Mhm.
these that didn't respond well to common, or
Yeah.
didn't appear to.
Mm-hmm.
And in giant just say, "The contest is done."
Okay.
And that
Make a persuasion check with advantage.
Okay.
Oh yeah, you do have blessed. You're still blessed. That's right.
Wait. Attack
That's-
rolls and saving throws is blessed.
Attack rolls and saving throw. Yeah, so no bless. That would be guidance, I
Yeah.
believe, is your ability
Ability
check.
checks.
Yeah, ability check.
I should have brought
Taliesin over here. Bless. And
Wow.
bless you. And bless you.
Bless you, bless you.
Don't forget.
That's,
I should have brought
that's a 7.
A 7.
Yep.
Okay,
Oh no.
perfect. Thank you.
Thank you for
I don't like it. Thank you.
8 and a 4.
Oh no.
Thanks for rolling.
It doesn't seem like they understood what you said. They see your gesture, but they seem very confused.
I got this.
And you know that they were speaking in a language that you really haven't heard before. But they all are kind of like, they spend their turn all looking at each other and then looking back at you and then looking over at Silas. To see that Silas, just threw out some kind of weird, icy substance from his hand over there to the side. And then they're all just kind of like looking at each other. Seems like it's still that moment of, we're not sure who's what to do and who's going to make the first move or whatever. Answer's like, he looks to the side and realizes that everybody has left him up there. It's like,
I thought.
No, and Golnick ran too.
So Answer's like, wait! And it goes after Golnick and runs, I guess, 50 feet down. So Obu, you are still sliding down. You can slide down 150 feet, and you'll be at the base at the bottom at the end of your turn.
Can I also shout out at the same time? In orc? Maybe?
Okay.
They're humans, right?
Okay.
I don't know, I'm
Try it.
anything.
Sure.
He's won the competition. And keep on sliding.
Okay.
Okay. That's
All right.
it.
Yeah. Okay. An orc.
Yeah.
Okay. Go ahead and make a persuasion check with disadvantage.
Who is this lady?
Who's this lady?
I'm riding down on a shield. That's pretty cool.
Okay, hate that.
12.
12? Okay. A couple of them look up at you and they see this elf woman sliding down on a shield, kind of, leaving a wake line, down the side of the sand dune. They just seem to look at you. They don't seem to. They just look over their shoulder and then they kind of are just at a weird moment where everybody's kind of looking around where these people come from.
Anyone else know another language?
Galnick continues to run. He's going to dash as far as he can, so he's
Another 80, so that's 160 down.
160 down. The Drakes continue to stay put as the women haven't really given them, like, it seems like they're their pets and they haven't really given them any command. It seems like they're trained to do what they ask them to do. Willow, you're up again.
Answer's only able to go down 50 feet at a time.
Oh,
Is that what you said?
Yeah, 50 feet. Yeah. It's going to take him a while as he's running behind the rest of them.
I'm like, do I want him up there alone, or do I want him down there with us? Can I, kind of bank down towards him?
Yeah, he's about at the 250-foot level right now. Where are you at?
230.
230? Yeah, so you'd have to kind of fly up a little bit, scoop him up, and then continue to descend. Yeah, you can do that.
Okay.
So you're flying up about 20 feet, and then you can descend whatever is left.
So
As Answer kind of jumps onto your back as you swoop by with Rowan. And you guys continue to glide down.
Comic was right!
Comic is right. It's at that moment as Obu gets down at the bottom and her shield kind of slides across the ground. Obu, all of a sudden the ground rumbles underneath you in the sand. What are you doing, Cat?
I got
As everything rumbles.
As the whole
Earthquake.
camera rumbles and everything.
The dunes fell.
And I go, shit!
And something bursts from the ground.
Oh
underneath
no,
you.
this is not Dune.
And you see the shininess of its flesh, and then you see just a bunch of razor sharp teeth. As this thing jumps out of the ground underneath your feet, burning up, bursting up through that area.
Is this the brain's parent?
Nope.
No.
And
It's my new pet.
it is going to try to bite you. Does a 16 hit you?
No.
It does not.
No.
All right. So in the midst of all this, you kind of your shield as you're on it like a skateboard. It bumps under the shield, and the shield blocks it from its impact, and it continues to stand right there, showing itself, looking about everything that's going on here. And
Hey, how you doing, Dungeon Master? I want to see what's behind the screen. I'm gonna knock the screen over so the players can see everything.
okay, that ends its turn.
Might sneeze.
Bringing us to
Oh.
Silas. You're up.
Okay.
I'm up. Okay. Can I, as a bonus or free action, go over and grab the axe
Mm-hmm.
and put it in Silas's hand? Or not Silas, Kopik's hand.
Sure.
Silas is gonna
Yeah.
have backs and sides.
You just saw that occur back there too,
Right.
and everybody kind of turned around now, and it seems like the women are like shocked and stunned,
good.
and now more so in fear of that
Than us.
than what has happened already.
Tell your people to assist.
Alright, so I give him the axe.
This can
And
come
I'll
off.
be like, alright, you won, good job. And then I'm
I
gonna...
didn't do my job properly.
How big is that creature?
Pretty big.
Pretty big?
Yeah, it's considered large. You just want some camera time tonight, don't you?
I'm going to
No.
cast Watery Sphere on that giant creature.
Okay. That's a saving throw, right?
It is a strength saving throw.
Strength save.
Can I, before you did that, give you disadvantage with this?
You sure can.
Yeah. Alright, you don't have to roll that one. You can
I'll just reroll 2 on here.
You have to roll this.
The lower number was a 7.
Okay. Yes. Okay, so it is restrained within a 5-foot radius orb of water.
Restrained.
Please don't drink my tea.
Drink the tea.
You can restrain one large creature if the sphere.
Hello.
And now I can move it around and stuff, but it is restrained.
You're on deck.
No,
It is restrained?
Yes.
Doesn't take damage too?
No.
No?
No
Okay.
damage.
So there's just this orb of water consuming it now,
Yeah.
all around. Right in front of you, Obu, as you stopped, this thing is now just in a orb of water.
Got my shield.
And I'm going to see that
I
it's
got
30
the
foot
stress sweats.
range, 90-foot range. 50. I'm just gonna make it over here.
Okay. Okay.
But
Silas
people.
books it, runs across the sand over past these women as there's just sand in shock. It looks like they're afraid. So that will end Silas's turn.
Yes.
Bring us to Kopic.
Okay, so looking over at not the ones right next to it, the ones on the other side, they can see me in between them and it, right?
Yes.
Again, I have the axe in my hand that Silas just holding. Just gonna stow it, look at the ones that can see me and say, and point at the 10.
Okay. Sure.
And then using my full movement, get over and just sort of bump this one out of the way.
Sure.
Again, just trying to be gentle, sort of like
Throw her to the ground.
Yeah, just
trying to make it apparent that I am trying to aid them and sort of just gently move her to the side
Sure,
to
absolutely.
put myself between them
Yeah.
and start hacking at this.
How does it work with them hacking into the watery orb? Does it say anything? Just other than they're restrained, so it'd give them advantage.
Right, they're
Yeah.
just restrained.
Okay.
But
So-
anybody can attack.
Yep, you'll have advantage on your attacks.
I thought you were asking if somebody gets pushed into it.
Okay, so that's
Please
first
don't
one's
push
a
That'd be
anybody.
cool.
first one's a 22.
22's gonna hit.
Second one is a 21.
They
Two
both hit.
14s.
You can roll your damage on those strikes.
That's right, Goliath. You get him.
Yeah.
I'll sit here with my shield in hand and just watch.
These ladies are like, so much water.
Quickly, get the water skins.
What is my...
Allow me to
That's the
drop it,
nightly
okay?
ritual. Somebody has to get
Wow,
restrained
I-
in water, and then they just
that
get all the
would've been
water.
That would have made that last strike
Silas,
much
do the
quicker.
thing.
Okay, so that is first attack is 6, 8, 9, 13 points of necrotic damage.
13 necrotic, okay.
I forgot to add my strength modifier to my damage.
Oh.
The entire fight.
Oh no!
Would have
Oh,
Which is
been
plus-
done in one.
you made
Which
easy
is-
work of that guy anyway.
Which is a +4.
Yeah. So 4, 8, 12, 16.
And then second attack is 18 points of necrotic damage.
18 necrotic damage. My goodness.
Just wedging himself in between. And again, as attacking, just looking at any of them I can get their attention and just gesturing back at the 10s.
And as you can see inside the water, as you're going through the watery orb, you're carving bits and pieces, and it looks like this thing has like your sword kind of sparks off of it. This heavy armored hide of this creature, and that will end your turn, Kopic.
Yeah.
Okay.
Why?
The ladies that saw you are going to run for the tents.
Oh, okay.
So you guys can have the ladies that would have seen Kopic before he ran. They're going to run for whatever tent you pointed to, and they're going to spend their whole turn running. The one that has the Drake will go with her.
Okay.
It seems like they're like yanking on the those and getting them away. They are fearful of this creature. Anster is on the back of the owl. Obu, it is your turn.
Well, I would like... I'd like to take the staff, and I would like to shoot it with a big old blast of... Fireball would get everybody.
Oh, fireball.
That would get you,
Yeah,
me,
and get everybody around you.
and would probably not
if
get
I
the thing
did
that's
it-
in water.
If I did it here... Oh, water. Shit.
Giant ball of water right in front of you.
Magic fire is different. It works
Maybe.
underwater.
Yeah,
Boil
magic
the
fire
water.
does.
Boil the creature.
Yes.
Boiling water.
Boil the dragon dog.
Yes.
Technically, it can drown in there if it doesn't have breath for a minute.
Drown it.
I have to keep recasting it.
Mm.
But I'm sure it has more constitution than
Yeah, I don't know exactly how drowning rules work.
constitution adds a minute every time.
Yeah, it's
Each point.
it takes you a long time to
In,
drown.
in initiative, it's forever.
Yeah, it's forever.
Okay.
Yeah.
Never mind. don't-
Narratively,
Narratively, it's quick, but
Yeah.
if you're in a fight, it takes forever for somebody to drown. What you doing, Obu?
Cast Summon Beast.
Summon Beast.
Interesting.
Okay, what are you summoning?
Well, I'm gonna cast it at 3rd level,
Sorcerer over there.
Ugh.
and I'd like to, I am going to call forth a small beast that can, be on land.
That's a lot of beasts.
It doesn't, it's
All
a bestial spirit?
A beast spirit? Okay.
Yeah, so I say...
Is it a small, medium, large?
It is a small beast.
Small beast, okay.
And I would like to say that it is a, an ocelot that's just really good in the desert.
That's my favorite ocelot.
You
Ocelots are really
just
pretty
use
cats.
this boar as a token for your.
Beautiful. Ocelot.
And I would like
Your
to summon him over here so he can help flank.
Okay, yeah.
With
your
Kopic.
Okay.
And his armor class is 11 plus hit. Okay, cool. All right. It has advantage on attack rolls against a creature if at least one of the beast's allies. It doesn't have any allies.
Yeah, it does. It has you and me.
As you
The
and
beast's
Kopic.
ally. Oh, I'm an ally.
Yeah.
Oh, so it
It's like
has
pack
advantage.
tactics, yeah.
Okay, I'm just trying to figure what's going on.
Okay.
And it's gonna do multi-attack. And it's gonna maul. Your spell attack modifier to hit.
Yep.
Spell
Be
attack
just like
modifier,
whatever.
So plus 5.
Has advantage.
That's a 23.
23.
Roll
Never
again.
hit. Roll
Shit.
again, just in case you roll a natural 20.
I roll a nat 20,
Really did.
With your little Kit Kat.
so 25.
Yeah,
So I
so
would like
you-
to.
What damage you roll for the attacks on that?
Oh, let's
that
find
critter?
out. A lot. So it's a 3rd level. Wait, go. It's a 3rd level. It's not fair. Help me. I don't know
Yep,
what I'm
so
looking at.
scroll down to the bottom.
Okay, so
Beast makes a number of attacks equal to half the spell's level run down, so it makes one attack because you cast it at 3rd level.
so 1.
It's 1d8 plus 4 plus the spell's level. So it's 1d8 plus 7, basically.
Okay, and because you rolled a crit, you're
So
going to roll
it's
2d8.
1d8 plus 7. But yeah, so in this case, you're just rolling 2d8s.
Okay.
You want physical dice, we
Oh,
have
yeah.
metal one there, and you prefer metal, and there's another metal.
Wow, really? 18 points of damage.
18 points of damage. Nice.
Thank you. Cool. Thank you. I don't know why that was so hard for me.
On the screen.
You're just gonna
You
sit
can
there
just
and
see
you're
one
just gonna
little
be
head.
looking over my
Just
shoulder
right
this
over
whole
your
stream.
shoulder.
Yeah.
It's just cute.
So yeah, this bestial form just jumps into the water and gnaws at the creature that jumped out of there. You can see that some blood is starting to pour into the watery orb. Is that the end of your turn, Obu?
Yeah. Yeah.
No, don't go and sit there and like lick yourself on camera. That's just weird. Rowan is not gonna get. Golnick is gonna continue to run down.
So he was 80, so that was 220, and he was 140. Now he's at 60 feet.
60 feet. Okay, so he's starting to get within where he can get down to the bottom here soon. That one is still kind of leashed, so it's going to hold. Willow, it's your turn.
Alright, so another 120 would be action dash.
Don't even do it, Cat. I know what you're thinking, and don't do it.
I'm gonna do it.
There is a candle over there.
Oh, a
we should
real
blow that
candle.
out.
A real
Yeah,
candle.
there's a real candle.
I thought it was just the fake one.
Yeah, there's another one there.
Kitty cat.
If I did another action
Come
dash,
on,
that would
that I
take me down
sniffed.
to 10 feet.
10 feet?
So
Okay, yeah, so you're down there just 10 feet above. So
Yeah.
your action dash down to there. Okay.
Can't do anything.
All right. That creature gets to go and is currently restrained in the watery sphere.
It makes a strength save at the end.
At the end of its turn.
I'll double check.
Okay.
But yeah.
Okay. So it's got Kopic, this strange beast, and Obu
Yep.
in front of it.
Yeah, at the end of each.
It actually attacks Obu, and it will have disadvantage because it's restrained. So it's going to try to make a bite attack coming out, try to break out
This
on
is
the.
concentration.
And it's going to roll an 8. And it's going to miss. So at the end of its turn, it makes a strength save.
Yes.
Wait. What?
It missed you.
Ah.
Tried to bite you. Just came out of the water a little bit.
I'm just too
Backed
confused.
up as the teeth snapped in front of your face. 20.
Yeah, that saves.
Gets out, so it gets pushed out of the orb somewhere.
Yeah. I don't know if it breaks or not. I think I can
Has,
still hold it up.
Has bad breath. Like everyone enough.
Gargled.
Oh, no longer restrained? Yeah.
Yeah, this sphere remains for the spell's duration. So it just ejects him in a random direction.
Okay.
If you want to pick, or do you want me to
Just
roll
kind
it?
of push it back there behind that Drake would be fine. Away from the wall there. And as this occurs, Silas, there is a rumble under your feet as another one busts
Oh, no.
out. Yes, right next to you, as it felt the pitter-patter tremor sense of you running across the
Next to
battlefield and
Silas.
chose to
Yep.
chase
So-
you instead of
Oops.
everybody else because I rolled a 6 on the 6-sided dice.
So it's back
As my random.
I can handle it.
It busts out and goes to try to. Actually, it's going to do this. Part of its movement, it like leaps up super high out of the ground, like above you, and kind of blocks.
Like tremors.
Yeah, like tremors. Yeah, and then it goes to like jump down on top of you.
They look like sand.
I need you to go ahead and make a. It says a strength or dexterity saving throw, your choice.
Let me find out which one I'm supposed to do.
Okay.
Oh,
Silas
one's
is supposed
0,
to do
one's
either.
-1, so strength.
Strength, okay.
Natural 1.
Natural 1.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, natural 1.
Okay, so you are knocked prone
Okay.
as it slams you down on the ground. You will suffer 16 points of bludgeoning damage, plus an additional 17 points of slashing damage, as it begins to start gnawing and clawing on you as you're knocked prone down there.
Okay, so it doesn't make an attack roll, it just does that because I fell, right?
Yes.
Okay. 16
On
and
a
7.
successful save, yeah, that was like a special ability of these called Deadly Leap.
Hmm.
So it relied on your saving throw.
That potion.
And
Real glad I took it.
that's all it can do on its turn, bringing us to you, Silas.
So 20 something points of damage. Do I lose concentration? I don't remember how concentration works.
20 points of damage.
You
No,
have to roll
60
the
plus
con-
17 is
Hey, thanks for the
30,
follow.
33.
Hi.
30.
So you'd have to roll a con save,
Con save.
and you'd have to make a 16 or better.
Yeah.
16 or better. Yep.
Oh, it doesn't pop up on my
Yeah, we don't get to see
Huh.
what
It,
it was.
yeah, it
21.
does. It just, I missed it.
I missed it.
Galaxian, though.
21.
21. You make your save. So you are still concentrating.
Wow.
Oh, there it is.
I would just like to point out, thank you, Galaxian, for popping in solely because of the cat.
yeah,
Yes.
that's it.
Tell all your friends.
Yeah,
We have a cat.
Yeah, we have a cat.
My name is Belle.
Silas, you are up.
Oh, cool.
Is
I
that
will stand up because I don't want to be on the ground. Shoot, I have this watery sphere that I'm still focusing on. It says.
Oh, Kopic, when those ladies ran towards the tent, those other ladies would have run this way too.
Oh, they would have gone to the same tent I pointed towards?
They would have
or
gone
they
away from that creature.
Okay.
So they would have just. They might not have seen you, but they're going to run in fear away from it.
Who's doing fireworks in the rain on a
It's not really raining anymore.
Yeah.
Non-holiday.
If I cast a regular
Holiday.
spell, can I keep concentration on the concentration?
As long as it's not a concentration
Okay.
spell, yeah.
Cool.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to cast Witch Bolt at. Is that concentration to hold it?
I think so.
It is. Just kidding.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna cast a Lightning Bolt in its face at 4th level.
Okay. It looks like there's a couple tribesmen in the line behind it, right?
Oh, if I need to
Are you gonna
pivot.
shift? Yeah.
Well, you know what? If I can
Why is this
flank
not-
around the backside of it
You can.
and shoot this way.
Are you You can't really technically move that. Are you standing in the midst of that?
I didn't today, I don't think.
And I had. That's what I
It was
had.
about there. I was here.
Okay.
I stood up 15.
Yeah.
Can I make
Okay.
it 5?
You can. You'll brush up against that cactus.
Okay.
That's okay. You will take 4
Don't
points
die.
of piercing damage from
The
the
shell
cactus.
doesn't block any of the cactus.
It's your leg.
4 points. That's probably gonna do me in.
Why does the duck die too?
Yeah.
That was the
that's
duck
right.
die.
I love
All right,
this.
but we're gonna cast lightning bolt.
Okay.
And
Lightning
it's
bolt.
100 feet, so it definitely reaches him.
Oh yeah, definitely.
So that is a dex save.
Dex save on both. You got it.
And I need how many? 9d6. I don't think I have 9 of these.
What's
How
the
many do
DC
you need?
on this?
Lightning bolt 14 dex.
14. The one in front of you makes the save.
Okay.
The one in the distance does not.
Okay.
Need a couple?
That should be okay. I'm gonna do 4 and 5. So 3, 4. Sorry, guys. Kirsten, you wanna help me with math?
They don't need
Right.
So 10, 16, 21 plus 8, 19, 21, 31 points of lightning damage.
31 lightning.
Yeah,
Okay.
and they're resistant probably.
Seems like they take it.
Yeah.
What was it in Pokemon? Ground and lightning kind of cancel each other.
Yeah.
They are both still up. The one in the distance
holiday
looks.
is
It's summer. That's the
That's
holiday.
true. That
That's
is
the
a
holiday.
holiday.
That's a
End of the
holiday.
school year.
If you're a teacher, that
is
is a
a
holiday.
holiday, for real.
No.
It's the worst time for my work.
So yeah,
Worst
the lightning
time.
definitely takes. It looks like it shocks them quite a bit. Kopic, that one in front of you is looking fried and hurt pretty bad. Silas, anything else you'd like to do on your turn?
Fear.
Fear. Yes. That brings us to Kopic at the top of the round.
He
Oh,
pees
okay.
on his legs like a buzzard.
Like a buzzard episode. title.
Cool breeze between his knees.
So, how big is this thing compared to Kopic? I know it's a large creature.
When it hunches down like you're taller than it, like it looks like it's standing on all fours, but it is like the head of it looks massive, and it's it's got this like shiny glisten to its armory hide.
Okay. Yeah, Kopic's just gonna keep. Yeah, Kopic's gonna try to hack at the one in front of him again.
Okay.
But, step up over to the side.
Mm-hmm.
And no longer restrained.
Yeah, it'll be a normal attack roll on this one.
These ladies should be helping.
Okay, I told
Their
them.
new
I
leader
told
them to run away.
I told all my wives to flee.
They legitimately they legitimately look terrified of these creatures.
It's crazy, they live here.
This one's
Yeah,
boob
that's-
is unhealthy.
One boob?
Just one?
Yeah. Look
That's
at
a
it.
23, and the conversations we have.
Yeah.
Oh, no. It's cursed.
It's got like lobes.
And they're out
They're-
too.
They're like it's cut here.
Yeah.
Like,
And I'm going to burn a superiority die.
Okay.
And
She is-
Where was she?
being held up by faith.
I am going to point at Silas
Mm-hmm.
and yell over to him. Get back over this way! Come on!
Okay.
And you can now move half your speed without invoking opportunity attacks.
Oh. Wherever you'd like to go, half your
Oh,
speed, you
man.
can do it right,
Right
now.
now?
Yeah.
Right now, yeah.
And not provoke.
Scoot, scoot.
Excuse me, ladies.
It's like weaving it
Behind
up.
me.
Okay.
I'm so selfish.
And now there's
Get out of the way.
tumbleweeds.
Pushing one back towards the creature.
Move, woman.
That's 24 points of necrotic damage to that one.
24 to the one in front of you.
Do the tumbleweeds count as
how would you like to put it
rough
down?
terrain?
Oh,
There's
do they?
Do they?
For you.
take the sword,
Rude.
2 hands, bury the sword into the side of it.
All right, you do so.
Get
It's
stuck in a tumbleweed. Just
cries
like,
out
"Oh!"
with this last guttural like roar, and then you just topple it over on its side and then pull the sword out.
Just leaving the sword.
Are you just leaving it in there? You
Yeah.
got it.
Get
Yep.
away.
Turning, using the rest of my movement, so another like 25 feet
Yes.
back over this way.
Yeah.
And as I'm charging over, still again running the whole way, yelling in giant at these women to get into a tent somewhere.
Mhm.
Grabbing the axe that Silas gave me, 2 hands, and just throwing the axe at the thing.
Yeet.
Now, do you have anything that would not pose disadvantage on this because you're throwing a weapon that's not meant to be thrown?
I'm gonna try to spin this and say that
I mean, there
this is an
that.
improvised
really-
weapon,
It is an improvised weapon.
which
Yeah.
I'm proficient with
Okay.
because I have Tavern Brawler.
Because when you throw something that's not meant to be thrown, it does become improvised because the damage die changes.
Technically,
So-
everything can be thrown with enough gumption.
Go ahead, make your attack roll. Be just a random or straight attack, a
Yep.
basic attack.
I don't know if that's gonna hit.
Just went.
I don't know what to do. Just
Wait,
win.
hold on, I just pulled it. Actions, there we go. Okay, so that I don't think that's gonna do it. Give me 1 sec. I think I can do one other thing. I am. Oh God, go ram it, bless.
Oh yeah, you are blessed.
Oh yeah. I guess it wouldn't have mattered to me.
That is good. That may change things, but you know what? I'm gonna burn my last superiority die because I don't know if this is good enough, and I want this to hit.
Okay. What?
Wait, we
what
have the
maneuver are you
magical die
using?
of.
No, we used it on
I
my.
used it
So
for water.
the superiority die I'm using is precision attack. When I make an attack roll before the result is announced,
Mhm.
I can roll the superiority die and add it to the. Attack
Oh,
roll.
precision. So you're throwing this axe with precision. You got it.
So that's going to be. Okay, that's 14, 18. That's going to be 21 to hit.
That hits. Unfortunately, because it's improvised, it's only a D4
Yeah.
weapon die. Because whenever you throw it,
the
it doesn't
D4
have
plus.
Your-
Yeah.
that oomph behind it that you would if you were actually like holding on to it. So
Okay, so that is going to be 4 points of slashing damage.
4 points of slashing damage. You got it. As
Because I'd like to think
it hits, it kind of like does some damage and ricochets off the side of it, kind of off to the side.
I think this is the feature of the scariness of Kopic.
Yeah.
Feature
one's-
We've
of.
forgotten.
That one's
I'm
dead.
glad
Yep.
he's my friend.
Yeah.
Kopic.
That's right. Fighters, Goliath fighters for that. Okay, that will end your turn, Kopic.
Yep.
Bring us to the ladies who are continuing to do what Kopic basically told them to do. They're going to go, those ones are going to go in the tent, the other ones are just going to run and kind of hide. So however you guys want to make that work on the...
Yeah, seeing that this one popped
On the
out,
map.
they are probably sprinting more over this way to try to get away from it.
Answer's continuing to stay on the back with you.
Yes.
He does have a short bow. He could fire off a shot at that one. Actually, he can fire 2 shots. So
He's
whoever
gonna
has
fire
Answer's character sheet,
Yeah.
I do have it.
yeah, you guys can make 2 short bow attacks at the
Do that.
creature.
Last 4 to hit.
17.
That hits.
They're all like, sleep over.
7.
Tent.
Miss.
Okay.
Deflects off his armor.
The first one.
First one finds a weak spot. By the
4
shoulder.
points of damage.
4 points of damage. It's an arrow that
What?
sticks out. Answer does put an arrow into its side. That ends Answer's turn, bringing us to Obu.
My knee. So I would like to shoot it with a reduce flame. Okay, wait. Nobody else is around it, right?
Oh, you're spending a fourth level
There-
spell.
There's a tent within a few feet of it. We don't know if there's anybody in either tent. Silas is right there.
He's
Yeah,
egged
you really
me
don't
on.
care about Silas.
He's egged me on.
Get these ladies out of here.
Man, I just got all these wives. Stop trying to kill my wives.
Gothics' wives are in the way.
Our crew just got bigger.
I imagine you're just gonna start like drawing them in your little notebook. Like this is wife number 1, wife number 2, and just stick figures of ladies.
It's literally just a stick figure, and then the hair is that little, like, sort of upside down
Yeah.
U with the little curls at the bottom. What you gonna do?
Play.
Should we do tidal wave?
Sure, why not?
You trying to show me yet?
I'm gonna do tidal wave.
Can you carry it? No, can you get Kopic and carry him along with him? Bring him closer.
Surfboard.
No. Well, yeah, I mean, yeah, kinda, cause 10 feet wide, and I can make it. No, I can't reach
Up
both
to 30
of them.
feet long?
Up to 30 feet long,
Somebody wants your
and
attention,
then afterwards the
Badly.
water
That
then
cat
spreads
has been
across the
awful
ground in all
lately. I don't know what I did.
directions, extinguishing unprotected flames, and it vanishes.
You think Kopic's within 30 feet of that?
Use the. There's a measuring device right there. Measure.
So you're saying if
30
I did
feet
it
would be
this way?
6 inches.
Oh, there you
30
go.
feet.
Yeah, you're definitely.
You're out of
Nine
range. Yeah.
inches.
Range. Okay.
Oh,
do what you
what?
want to.
No.
No,
What?
It's 6 inches, right?
it's 30 feet.
30 feet
I
would
have
be 6
a
inches.
range
Yeah.
of
Every
20.
inch is 5 feet.
You're about
Right, no,
9
but you can only do
inches.
30 feet long.
30 feet long, but 10 feet wide. So either
Right.
way, I wouldn't be able to hit them.
You'd be able to hit him. I was trying to get you to hit Kopic and him.
Why do I want to hit him?
He wants to be thrown at it.
Get me quicker!
Okay, I'm not bowling with turtles.
Oh, you're bowling with Goliath!
All right, I'm casting this spell at 3rd level,
Okay.
and I'm doing it.
Saving throw.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's a Dex saving throw,
Dex saving throw.
and if they fail, 48.
Rolled an 11.
That fails.
All right.
All right,
48. You got it.
48 points of damage.
Yeah, 48. That's actually it. 48 numbers. 48.
Yeah, looks like I only got
Thank you.
3 medals. So
It's dead.
there you go.
Thank you, it's dead.
It stops the
Ooh, that's
wave and
much
pushes it back at you.
It suffers.
It suffers. That's right.
You got 15,
That's not. None of this is easy to me.
15, 21,
Wait, this is 8 and 8, so that makes 16. And 16 plus 7 is
23.
23. So 23
23 points of damage. All right.
And then
the desert is flooded.
the desert is also flooded in 30 feet in every direction.
That fire probably goes out.
Yes, the
Which is
fire
out.
goes.
Fire goes
Blech.
out.
But I'm gonna try to.
Steam goes everywhere.
That's the fire now.
How much damage did you say?
I did 23.
23. You got
Not 31,
Yeah.
like I did.
it. So this wave the water just starts to appear out of the sand. A wave comes and crashes down onto him. It doesn't knock him prone or anything, does it?
Yes, actually, I'm sorry, it does.
Okay.
It does make him. Give me 2 seconds. I promise you,
One
my life
Mississippi.
will be.
1.5 Mississippi. 1 3/4.
It's not prone.
Knocked prone.
Yeah.
Okay.
To push back any distance. Doesn't matter.
Nope. Okay. So if you guys want to just put him over on the side to just symbolize that he is knocked prone.
Yeah, he's
that would
not
be great.
prone.
Golnick
Mhm.
Watery sphere.
is actually going to get down to
No,
the
but
bottom this
kind of
time.
actually like that.
Yep, so he was 40
Probably-
feet, so he can actually get down to the bottom,
Okay.
40 feet.
right at the base, with his
Okay.
40-foot movement.
4 foot movement. Okay, so he has spears, your halberd, and a short bow.
Let me check the range on the spears.
Short bow would be made with disadvantage because of the prone.
Oh, wait, that's... Yeah, I'm looking at his...
It would all kind of be at disadvantage now.
Yeah, so he'll just do... he'll do a short bow. Well, actually, I can...
Yeah, you can use
Short
whatever
it.
you need.
And, what's the Oh wait, no, because it's. Would he be proficient with the short bow?
I would say yes.
Okay, so that is 13. I don't know what it. 13. I don't know what his proficiency would be.
It'd be
Oh wait,
+2.
melee weapon attack is plus. Yeah, so +2. So it would be 15 to hit.
15 deflects off the creature's armor.
Okay, would he? He does have multi attack, so I'm assuming.
Yeah, he can
fire
shoot again. Yeah, he can do twice.
Nope.
Nope. Okay.
Sure.
So he's firing. You can tell like he's probably not used to using this
type
weapon.
of weapon.
Yeah, it's been very difficult.
You like that?
That's all Golnick is going to do. The Drakes are kind of continuing to just guard the women. Kind of that's what you get the sense that they're doing. Willow, it's your turn.
Ladies.
I'm gonna throw an ice knife at it.
Yeah, save your big spells.
What do you mean?
I was making fun
Oh,
of her.
Yeah, I'm gonna do ice knife.
Just goading her to use the big ones.
Ice knife. Okay.
So that is a. Is that a
I
save?
think so. No, ranged attack. I think first.
Yeah,
Yeah, range first.
And then there's a save. Yeah. I always forget. So once what do I
That's
add?
overkill.
It's +7.
Thank you.
Nice.
18 plus 7.
That hits,
Yeah, I would assume so.
and it makes a saving throw.
Yes.
Dexterity.
Yes.
Roll 5.
Fail.
Well, that's for the explosion.
Yes. So I have to do 1d10, and then it explodes and takes 2d6.
Okay.
So d10. A 10,
Nice.
and then 2d6.
Spells just cantrips.
5.
5.
Yes.
Okay. So now it is in the midst of this little flood that's happening, laying down in this ice, kind of freezes over that spot, shards sticking out of the creature as it's trying to regain its balance and come back to its feet. Anything else as you're flying around? Still staying 10 feet above? You got it. It goes. What's the nature of the flood? Does it make it difficult terrain?
It just disappears.
What?
It's
Oh,
it
just
disappears.
disappears, starts
Yeah,
to
so it,
sink down into the sand.
Yeah.
Okay.
It
Evaporates
spreads
in
out
3
and
seconds.
vanishes.
Okay.
So yeah,
All right.
but
it
all the flames are gone. There's
It-
no flames.
gets back up
Humid and gross now.
Ew.
and then burrows under the ground,
Bye.
so you can take them off the board.
Are there any rocks?
Everyone stand
It's
on
all
the
sand.
rock.
It's really all sand around here. Yeah. And that's all it does on its turn. Bring us to Silas.
I'm standing on top
Don't
of the
move,
tent.
it can feel vibrations.
Is this after a movie? Trimmer?
Yeah.
Never seen it. They're the weird. They look like those things, kind of.
Those are
Like
big
beetles?
worms.
Yeah.
Big worms. Big teeth.
Childhood.
I
Do they
don't
look
think
like
I
those
have
things
any
from,
spells I can
Beetlejuice?
do underground.
Okay.
I wish they did though.
Those things are pretty cool.
They are.
Yeah, that's good.
I will.
Oh my god, I need to blow my nose.
You need a.
Well, I'm sorry, that was rude.
I'm gonna.
I am just embarrassed this whole episode. Can we just can we edit me out?
No, that'd be really weird.
Green screen.
Green screen.
I'm gonna take some magic.
Wait, hold
I'll
on.
take a magic stone. I'm chaining up my
Gotta
bonus
make sure
action,
that the
and I'm gonna
Oh,
throw it
images.
over this way,
Okay.
just to kind of get some movement
Just
going.
throw it.
Right into the sand.
Okay. Perfect.
And I'm gonna stay. I'm not gonna move.
Not gonna move. Okay. Holding still.
Yeah.
Okay. For the sake of brevity, I'm gonna say this: the creature is fleeing, unless somebody has any way of means of stopping it from doing so.
I'll get the lobster.
I don't
That'll
think
take a
you
few
can.
days.
I can't do anything underground.
But I will go ahead and take us out of initiative
Yeah, I
order
don't
here,
think we can.
as it doesn't seem that the women are
Helpful?
hostile towards you guys.
Well, we just.
Kopik's gonna grab the axe and swing the axe just down at the ground twice where it dug under.
Okay.
He's trying to, sort of bury the axe blade down, try to hit it. But
That's
Okay.
the level
You
I'm saying.
from where it went underground?
yeah,
Yeah, bury it. Doesn't hit anything.
Keep going.
Have you ever played this music before?
Yeah.
No,
I think I have.
no, this spook.
Yeah, this is spooky. I already heard this before.
So
No, you missed the spooky.
Did we? What
you
did I-
you guys are all standing around here at the end of this encounter,
We'll tell you.
and the women are all they all start to walk slowly up towards Kopic, standing there. And one of them kind of steps forward. The one that was originally like next to that guy who got out of the tent.
With the
And
wonky boobs.
she walks up to you and then stands beside you and then grabs your hand.
You're married.
And Kopic will raise his one
Does
hand and
not
raise her
understand.
Another one of the women walk up, stand on the other side of you, and another one, like as you're putting your hands down after this, another one grabs your other hand.
hand
I'm gonna hold out my hand like this. Just wait.
Silas, one of the women, starts to walk,
I was just kidding. No.
and then just walks right by
No!
you. Towards Kopic.
I want to go up to one of them and I want to like point at her, point at him, and be like,
Are you looking at Goldnick and saying that?
no, him.
Oh.
Him and the one of the ladies would be like,
They look very confused at all this.
I'm very confused. I'm upset.
But it seems as if the pets are just following along with what's going on. And it appears that Kopic is now
Later.
leader of
Of
the
the
Scale Rider
Riders.
tribe
Oh my
here in the
God.
Amshan Desert.
Wow.
Do you guys
Plot
know
twist.
languages?
Do the drakes come up as well with them?
They don't appear to be hostile to you.
As they come up, Kopic's gonna give them the sort of dog, rub the head a little bit.
All right. One of them kind of goes back. They're still not like they're animals, so they're not 100% sure they trust you yet. But they don't like snap at you and try to take your hand off. But it's
I
one of
want a
those-
tribe next.
this
is cool.
You have a lobster.
Yeah, but you got a tribe, you got a boat, and you got a harem.
9 wives, apparently.
You got a harem.
And
I don't know about that.
you can all take a level.
Yeah!
So you will level up here
We
to
did
level
it.
9. So you guys will have to decide what you. And as far as this
notes.
camp concerns, since it's now your tribe, Kopic, you inherit the treasure of the tribe. So we have 400 copper pieces, 9,000 silver,
Oh my god!
1,800 gold pieces,
Nice.
and 110 platinum is the spoils of this.
Oh.
Is what was
Sister
in.
If you
with
take all
this.
that, you'll break them.
And it seems like they definitely got these from a lot of different areas.
Sister
It
one?
must have been.
Question
You have a feeling it
No,
might have
no,
been
there's a
salvaged
rope.
coinage
Oh,
from different
It didn't
things
keep me occupied.
or found.
I don't
There
know if that
are
will, but throw 'em
2,
away
3,
if you
4,
want to.
5.
How
I
much
didn't
gold
do
did you
well
say it
with
was?
that.
It was a lot.
1,800 gold,
And platinum?
110 platinum.
You know, we kind of now have similar amounts of money.
You also have there's
have more money than
there's 900 gold piece gemstones in the chest that's kept in that main tent. And there were 2 other items. There was a potion of which you guys will figure out is a potion of water breathing,
Ooh.
and
Helpful in the desert.
Yeah.
Oh, you have that cap. Yes, very helpful.
there is
Who'd they get
a
that
spell scroll, a 3rd level spell scroll of Spirit Shroud.
from? Fun. You know what? Congratulations, dude.
For real.
Yeah,
indeed.
Like,
All
Oh.
work.
Head the potions over to the spell scroll, just sort of wave it out at the 3.
Give me that spell
of us.
scroll.
Oh, and the cloak he was wearing is now in your possession.
Ooh, what's it do? What's it do?
The cloak basically allows you to use an action to cast blur on yourself.
Nice.
Okay, it only works once per day,
Yeah.
and then it recharges on the long rest.
I'm still
What
trying
are
to
we gonna do
pantomime
with
to
all
them
these
to figure out
ladies?
if they're his wives.
Okay.
Can we figure out what languages they speak before next time so, you know,
Okay.
we
There you
find a
go.
way to communicate?
I try to speak Elvish to them. I know it's not going to work.
Elvish does not work.
Druidic does not
Did
work.
did they seem to respond at all to the giant?
They seem to recognize the voicings, but don't seem to recognize like a lot of it. Like it's like they recognize it, but they don't understand it.
What
So-
do you know?
Dwarvish and Halfling.
Try
And
out
telepathy, but that won't work.
What about you,
Nothing.
Silas?
Yeah.
Nothing works.
Yeah.
I've got Aquan, Common, Elvish, and Primordial.
Try out Aquan and Primordial.
That's a no.
No.
They
Let's
got
see if the
Gotta
desert
be
people
difficult.
speak water in the
Can
world.
can we like spend some time to see? Wait, would Obu know like how to identify the language? Since she's been a lot of places?
You've been a lot of places, but tribes, nomadic tribes,
Have
have a
their
tendency to have their own languages because they're not they're not intertwined with the main societies and the ports and stuff. They just go there. So
Okay.
it's probably a language that is
No, it's a
just for them,
it's a wizard's
and that's all they know because that's how they've
I can't
grown.
remember.
Can I roll to see who's the friendliest? Or who I perceive to be the friendliest?
Sure, you can make an insight check.
Okay, I'm gonna do it. 16.
There's a dark-haired woman that has her kind of hair pulled back in a ponytail that seems to give you the vibes of the most friendliest.
I want to go up to her and I
Mhm.
want to start learning their language.
Okay.
I want to literally be like, pick up a rock. What is this? Huh?
Okay.
Flames. What is this? That kind of thing.
Okay. That will take some time.
Yes.
But sure.
You just live here for a week.
I'm gonna learn a lot, as much as I can, while we are sitting here for however
a lot
many
of
days.
Pictionary
Yep, so-
again. Here we go.
So as this kind of settles, the scene settles a bit, and Kopik seems to be more and more comfortable with his current situation.
I'm so
And
uncomfortable.
also seeing another one of these strange brain-like creatures pop out of the head of this
Poor
guardian.
Goliath.
And you picked up a new companion in Golnik, as he has made himself a member of your little troop. I'll have a character sheet for him ready for next time. I didn't know if you guys would
I like
run
him.
into him this time, so I didn't have him ready. But
Got
We'll
9 new
see.
companions.
With 9 new companions, 2
Yeah,
pet drakes.
yeah,
Yeah,
you
we gotta figure out if
And a million
Dolnik has
gold.
has a thing in his head. Or
Yes.
I know an easy way to figure that out.
I don't like it. I don't like that.
But congratulations on level 9, guys.
Thank you.
As
I
you
don't know
guys
what I can do.
continue on, and I guess we will see where they go to next, as they have gone to the Tumbleshade and seem to instill Kopik as the new leader of the Scale Riders. So we'll see how that transpires next time we all get together. So thank you guys so much for tuning in to check this out tonight. We had a lot of people in chat chiming in and enjoying the episode. So thank you guys.
Hey, Eberron next week.
You're sleeping.
Eberron
with
next
your
week, yeah. So
Next
tune
Saturday.
in next
I hope you
Saturday.
know
We
that.
have a
I'm
new episode of
chaperoning.
Eberron for you. Charter's going to run us through that. So
Listen
make
here,
sure
you
guys tune
9-year-old
in.
brat.
So that being said, don't forget to add your proficiency bonus and
Claim up.
I know.
call your mom. We'll see you guys all next time. Have a good night, everybody. See you soon.
Bye.